Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Hey.
Good to see everybody. I am Carol, and this is my channel, but Fri-Yay is my evening thing with Miss Marie in Washington, the diva in the dirt, every Friday night at 11:30. Well, tonight was 11:35. Sometimes, yeah, it's a little bit later. But tonight we're just going to talk about finding friendships and social groups. Do you even want to at this point find them in real life, or is this kind of what's comfortable for you being online? Are you doing both, and how are you doing that? Hey, the Bud Files, welcome in. Just kind of all about that, because we were talking about how it was this morning. I had Crooked Peach, and then Almost Homesteading with Janet was able to hop up on the end, and they're both neurodivergent, which is, the ADHD, autism spectrum stuff, and other things are under that umbrella of neurodivergency. And I have ADHD, so I'm under that umbrella. And it's so funny to hear the little things that we do that are so similar, even our pattern of speech, like talking over one another. Instead of saying, like, when somebody tells us a story, we will tell a story back that's similar, letting them know, like, I hear you. I understood what you were saying to me in that story. But instead of saying that, we just tell a similar story back to them, as if it's like we're never trying to up anyone. And some people feel like, oh, they're trying to one up me on my story. No, a neurodivergent person is actually just saying, I hear you. And they're trying to become your friend. Yeah, and we find a lot of neurodivergent people online. They like to make friendships online, like gaming. Hey, Gardening Warrior. So yeah, that's what we're here to talk about. And yeah, I don't know how people balance in real life friendships right now with the way like the world is, and like we're all very busy, or we've got so many things pulling on ourselves that a social group outside the home is difficult. Like, I know you and Marissa go to church, and that's kind of where we used to have our social, like, circle, is those people within the church. But other people who don't go to church are they're looking for good people. Yes. But if they're, maybe can't make it to church like me.
Right.
Hey!
Right.
Yeah, small circle. I do too. And mine was mostly family. My parents were my best friends. So I totally get that. Now that they're gone, there's like this big gap in my social and safety circle too. It was a place I would go to feel safe.
Yes.
I wanted to read this. I didn't realize how late it is. Oh, in real life. IRL in real life. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Gardening Warrior, I had to ask the same thing when I got online. It was like, I'm going to have to ask her, what is IRL? Like, it's a store in my hometown.
Is it really?
I think it was a computer store or something like that.
How funny. Oh my gosh. I do this often, and so do my girls, and her family thinks we are trying to compete one up. Because they don't understand. I can't find church. Yeah. And thankfully, Theron, the next church that he found after our small one closed was another small one that doesn't affect Malachi. Because, yeah, when you have kids on the spectrum, the church or any kind of gathering, social larger gathering, is difficult for them. I tell folks I have 7 kids. I don't need Yeah, you're good. You're good. I actually have a friend similar to that I don't see, and she's just got 4, but they're all having her grandchildren. Hey, Aiden here. Good to see you.
Yeah, well, I have 5, and so I totally understand that. And I'm always shocked when people say, "Hey, would you and your family like to come for dinner?" And it's like, that there was 7 of us. Like, it's a lot of people. I'm used to a lot of people around my table. I'm geared up to always have, double that, in cutlery and plates and cups, and that's my norm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you would think I had a big family, because I have, like, collections of that kind of stuff right now. I have my depression where for like a large family like we once were, the glass to set the table. But yeah, you were saying like you already have kind of your circle too, like, she was saying Franny.
Yeah, I don't have like my kids, I only have one that hangs out with me now, but we still do family dinner, and there's just the two of them. Everybody else has moved out of the city now
Yeah.
officially. And so it is
Wow.
a smaller crowd, but
Yeah.
I'm also like, I'm an introverted extrovert,
Me too.
introverted first,
Yeah.
so yes,
I'm
I'm an
extroverted
artist.
first. Where it's funny because I'm extroverted first, introverted, and then you're introverted, extroverted. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm
Have fun.
introverted first, where I would prefer not to draw attention to myself, but yet you go, "Oh, but you go on stage and sing for 2 hours."
Yeah.
Everybody is looking at you, and everybody's paying attention to you, and everybody is,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's funny because you are very open on stage too, and
Yes.
so not like a performer where they have kind of a performer there in front of
No.
them, so
No.
it's more like a barrier. They have their performance self, and then they have their off the stage self,
Exactly.
and you're not like that. You're authentic. I've seen you with the audience,
Yes.
and
Yes,
everybody's your
and
friend. Everybody's your friend.
yeah.
You're allowed to take it to
Well,
your
I
concert.
know after a show, everybody feels like they're my best friend. It's like, "We need to hang out," and it's like, do we? No.
Yeah, I
And I
know.
yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Call me.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have my number? Oh, that's okay.
And you should do
But
a
that's the
meetup.
thing is I have this, I am an authentic person, and that is one of the negatives for me, is that I will overshare way too much at my shows, and then I go home, and the next 3 days I am beating myself up for sharing so much of my personal life with people on stage, and the whole driving force of it is because I want people to feel something other than what is out there. There's so much artificial, like, it's like, "Oh, you watch that, what's that
Yeah.
one kind of TV that everybody,
What?
reality,
Yeah.
reality TV."
That's
It
non-reality reality TV. Yeah.
yes, exactly. And so I go, "Come for 2 hours, and here's reality. Here's me breaking," I'll tell you my heartbreak. I'll tell you my struggles, or I'll tell you, you know, inappropriate things of, what it took to get me dressed.
Right.
And it's
Right.
like, you don't need to tell people that, Maureen, you don't, but you get a good laugh,
Yeah.
and you make this, camaraderie, so,
Right, Gulf
um
Coast Granny, exactly.
reality fake TV.
Reality fake, reality, scripted TV. Mhm.
Mhm. Yes.
Oh, I hope
Mhm.
you're getting a break. I hope they're a little bit sleepy for you, Katie. You get it. That's Malachi. That was one thing near the end of the illness. We were still wiped out as far as exhausted, but it was so nice that he wasn't running all over the place because he was sick with me. Like, I cannot imagine if I was that sick and he was totally better and he had all that energy that he usually has.
It was like, "Oh, thank God you're still sick."
I know, thank God you're sick with me, like, at the same time, and you're, like,
Mm.
wanting to sleep too. Oh,
Yeah,
hey, Angel.
"Hey, Angel." Green County Agroforestry. I like
Yes.
their comment, "When you're on, you're on." The nice
Yeah,
thing about performance is you can lie honestly.
yeah, exactly. That's true,
Well,
but I don't we're not that type though. Like,
no, I'm
yeah.
I'm going to tell you my duct tape stories and how much duct tape is
Mhm.
on my body. I'm not going to just make it up, I'm gonna tell you, my husband, he was, it was a gig I was doing away from, the city, and he actually, I think he drove down from where he was living, working up north, and,
Hey,
or yeah, I
Luna,
think he
that's
was coming
fine.
down, and then we were flying
Thank
home
you.
together and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
the thing was is that I went, "Okay, I forgot the duct tape and the eyelash glue." So he runs to the drugstore and he goes, I need duct tape and eyelash glue. Don't ask questions."
Oh my
You know?
gosh. Oh my gosh. They
Yeah.
probably thought it was for him in this day and age. Like, what?
Well,
It's hilarious.
yeah.
That's
It's like, don't
hilarious.
ask questions on why I need those 2 things, but you need to show me where they are in the store now. I need them stat, you know? So,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Good thing he didn't ask for pantyhose too on top of all that. That's too funny. Let's see. Why
Why
is
is
it
it
when
when I
I
talk about duct tape on my body, people don't come back?
you'll get some people that will come back cute, but you won't want them Probably.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
no, no. Being an introvert myself, if I'm going to perform, it is a lie, but as you
Mm,
can understand it, an honest one.
yeah.
Ah.
Um, Jason, is that why you don't, though, have a lot of guests up on your panel is because of your introversion? I've noticed that, like, going to into your lives, it's mostly you. Is that part of that introversion for you? I haven't been in a while, please forgive me. But yeah, I was just wondering because, like Maureen and I say, our mine hits me at the worst times. It's when I have to socialize. I don't want to. Like, when I really have to do I used to get so nervous before all my lives, like, all of them
Oh,
that I did not wanna do them. Oh, yeah. I
mhm,
would yeah, and when we used to sing in the nursing home, I would get like, cause I would sing actually. When I used to sing, it was me doing the singing, another girl was doing a lesson, and the kids were, mingling so the nursing home people could see kids. Like, it was one hand that was
right,
younger.
right,
I
right,
swear I got poops because I was so nervous. Hey,
right.
GT Junior, so
Hey,
there's that
Gigi.
oversharing right there, but
Yeah. Well, no, my thing is, when I was gonna perform, especially at the beginning, it would be I would need to use the loo, and it would be like, "You really need to go, you really need to go." And I've
mhm.
got, like, all sorts of Spanx and things holding everything in, and everything is set,
Yeah.
bustier in place, and so you get in there and you gotta yank everything down, and I go, "Tinkle," and you're like, "Seriously? You
Mhm.
were saying it was real?" And so I
Yeah.
started to go, "Okay, you know what? I'm not believing you. I'm not believing you, bladder. You do not need to pee." So it
That's
was
right.
strictly a nervous thing, so
Yes,
mm.
exactly. I think it might be that people haven't, you have an intimidation factor, Jason, because you are so smart. You just those Latin, names just roll off your tongue. So I think, like, even for me, I feel, like, a little intimidated to just come up on your panel and have a conversation with you because it would be more like, I feel like I would just go, a lot. I'm an introvert in chat,
I
but one-on-one people, I open up. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
there's safe people, like, for my daughter and myself, and those are the people that, um, we can let down any of our guards that we don't even realize we're carrying. Like,
Mhm.
I try to be as open and honest, and I do overshare, but there's just certain people that get you. That's all.
Yes.
They just
Yeah,
get you.
exactly. Yeah,
Sorry for the
and
worst.
yes, company schmoozing,
Mhm.
putting on a happy face and turning up the magic personalities, and usually there's a
Yes.
little bit of extra liquid courage that kinda helps with that too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, I am
Brenda.
Hey, hi,
Good to see
Brenda.
you, Duncan 1900.
I think it is just that thing where when I started performing, I would get more nervous. Now, not so much, but there are
Mhm.
days where, it'd just be a lounge gig, and I know I saw that already. Do
Yeah,
you? Mm,
thank you for bringing yourself down to earth for me, and
thank you.
thank you. Thank you for being very real and
And I'm gonna go
humble.
back to that with Jason because you see, like my husband,
That's right,
he's a
tofu.
super brilliant
I love
man,
tofu.
and
Yes.
he always thought he'd go. And I think people who are really brilliant and have a really good capacity, they think they're always just looking at those above them that
Mhm.
may be smarter or know more words or know more things. But you don't realize, no, no, no. I'd say to my husband, you're the smartest person in the room almost
Oh,
every time, hands down.
that's so weird.
And
That's
so
exactly
that's
me.
probably yes. Well, I know
Mhm.
because you always like, well, I don't really know. And I'm like, Carol, let's talk about, oh, well, I know this and dappa kappa kappa, and any sort of plant. Hey, we're going to talk about this blue plant. Oh, well, that blue plant, it does da, 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 da. Okay, well, now we're going to talk about this red plant. Well, that red plant does da, da, kappa, dappa, kappa, da. And we're going to talk about this white plant. Oh, we're going to kappa, kappa, kappa. And it's like, you
But
know
of
so
course,
freaking much.
I look at Jason and I look at David the Good, and they're, like, whipping out these Latin names. I'm like, "That just doesn't stick. Those names don't stick for me. I wish they would, but
But
yeah,
the
so true.
information and what it does and what it's good for, that's what you remember, and
Yeah,
that's what you share, and that's what you do bring to the table. But I think it's when people are brilliant, they just they don't recognize that, hey, you have
thank
great
you.
brilliance, and to
Mhm.
share that. So
Yeah. Yeah, a
You
lot
know,
of brilliant people are very self-critical, extremely self-critical, and also just very creative people. You'd see that a lot of
yes,
artists have problems with depression and even suicide. So, yeah.
yes,
Oops,
yes,
sorry, I
yes.
said the word. That's probably a no-no word for sure.
Ding.
I'm not allowed to drink alcohol, beverage, or running when at all, ever, period. Yeah, I wonder why, Q. Hmm, wonder why. I mean, I could take a few guesses, we absolutely love you, but yeah, the side chat comments sometimes with you drunk would be, wow. But I'm the
I have
same
doing
way,
the
Q. I'm no better, I'm the same way.
I hate doing the artificial smile. I have to find a reason, and although I may not always share the real reason, it can be a real emotion just cloaked so the illusion won't be spoiled. Oh, that's pretty darn good,
All
you
right, I
know?
need to read that again because now I'm, like, a little lost. I hate doing the
Mm.
artificial smile. I have to find the real reason. Okay, got you. Yeah,
So it's
that's,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna think
that's
about
called
little kitties," you know?
that's
"I'm
called
kittens."
method acting. You're method acting.
Right now, which
Yes,
is what you just did,
yes,
very officially,
yes.
here I'm
Slipped
bringing the
into that.
terminology that you need to know what you're actually doing. Cute.
Yeah, that's a total method acting. He just described it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's so cool. And that's the thing too, like, if you've ever done any theater, your authentic self and your non-authentic self, and I have to say, I'm pretty authentic. The only thing you guys don't get to hear me do is yell when I get mad. And that's, like, not often, but I've got a house full of people that are so introverted, sometimes they don't realize they can't hear me. Like, they're so in their own world. Yeah,
Mm.
I am with Carol. I would never be able to go up. Jason. Yeah, David is, I've known longer, I think, a little bit longer, and, I don't know. I maybe could, and he's offered before, but the time just never kinda works out,
But
like, for him to come in. It's inner perfectionist. Yes. Oh
so
gosh,
stop
perfectionism is
doing
terrible.
that. But,
Yeah,
but
hard.
Carol, if you went up on, let's say, Jason's panel to talk, couldn't you just come with questions? It's like you
Yeah,
have a
that's true.
walking encyclopedia, and it's like, I'm gonna ask, and I would, for me, for where I'm at, I'd go, I'm gonna ask some stupid questions because
Mhm.
I just want to know, and getting to talk to that person
Hey,
is
Heather
like
Garden. Good to see you.
is like you actually get to you get good information. My house has selective hearing. They
That's
hear
what
what
I
they
have.
want.
That's what I have. And then I have the little boy who has a language disorder, so I am, like, never heard, so sometimes, yes, my volume goes up because it's like, "Help, help, please, anyone?"
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
probably
yeah,
just woke
yeah,
up my
yeah,
husband.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's me and my household, I think. I'm the Charlie Brown teacher. Do you mean we both love to talk with people about gardening? Like, yeah, it's just those Latin words. And plus, I always saw you alone, so I just thought you liked doing it that way because there are some people who do their lives and they don't want a panel because it's overstimulating to them. Like, they can't do it and do the side chat. Like, they can't have people
Mm,
up and do the side chat.
yeah.
That's part of it. Yeah, it is. That's true. Hello, Tofu. We take a mix in here, it's the tree house, like a kid's tree house. Just
Mhm.
we're just adults on the outside. So glad. Yes, right? I think it happens to every mom and dad too. I don't know.
Mhm.
Questions should be answered. Yeah, you get a ton of questions in there. I've seen that.
Mm.
Yeah, I would love to do a live with you. Um, Let me know, Green Country Agroforestry. Like, if you wanna do one here or you wanna do one over there on your channel, or because this one I can share out. I'm still working on my hours. They've been a little stinker-ish. It appears every time I go live, they take 2 to 3 hours away
Mm.
because 'cause I'm heading towards that goal, and,
Mhm.
I probably say naughty things. My mom, Barbara Grandson is the
It's
easiest to
it's
talk.
supposed to be non.
Oh, my nonverbal. Oh, it's the easiest
Mhm.
to talk. Well, that was my daughter. She was nonverbal when she was younger, but she was such an easy child that, God had to balance it out. And the next one was so easy.
Mm. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I said. I
Yeah.
needed the first 4 to help me look after the 5th one. So
All the
the first
training.
4 were no, they were just little, like, anywhere I went, they walked like little ducks right behind me. I never
Mhm.
had to go, "Hey, don't touch this, don't do that."
Yep.
The 5th one, it was like, "I dance to my own beat and my own drum. Look at me, I'm on the table." Nobody climbed the table and was, like, dancing on it. Nobody got out of their high chairs.
Mhm.
Nobody got out of their cribs. Just the 5th one. The other 4, they were just like, "No, I'll just wait. She will come. I know. She will come back. I've seen her come back." You know?
Oh my goodness.
The 5th one
Yeah.
is like, "Hey, she's taking too long. I gotta get out."
See, God knew that was your last baby, so he was just like saving it up. That's how I feel. He knew I was just gonna have 2, so he was saving it up.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Going easy on me the first time so he could ease me in and make me believe I could be a good, foster to adopt parent. Hey, Ann,
Mhm.
welcome in.
Yeah, and for those that are on that, because I'm yes, no, that's nice.
That's nice.
This is what Grammy thinks, okay?
Yeah, we can pretend.
Um,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
different with Grammy compared to mommy a little bit
yeah.
too. But yeah, I
So
hear
for
it.
th
Go
for those
ahead.
of you that are on my channel, I am co-streaming this with, Carol, and so there is the Nightbot that is going around, and so you will be able to see, that you can put the hashtag diva on my channel, and your channel will come up, and I would encourage you other ones that are in there, to go ahead and, check out each other's channels. And when you check out the channel,
Mhm.
just if you're on a laptop or on a desktop or whatever,
Mhm.
just put the link up and watch it later so that the subscribe sticks. Watch for at least 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah. So watch some of that
And
content for 2 to
so
3.
what we found out the other night from Sweet Thumb is watch it first, then subscribe, and just leave a comment. That way it will stay. So
Yeah, it's more of the natural way that you would do it anyway if you were scrolling through YouTube
mhm.
and you see, "Oh, that's an interesting channel." Yeah, she did great with the bot. The bot hates me, so I'm gonna need her help.
No, yeah, I
I
know we
I
have
didn't see it for years. So I
mm,
somehow got it in my box hidden. It took forever to find it. It's ridiculous. That was my youngest, and I tell Ellie and Maggie they should have been twins. Oh, wow. I also tell them if they had been, they would have never been born. Oh, wow. Right? I know. I think God knows what he's doing because if he gave me Malachi first, I don't think I would be ready for a second. I can open 2 windows up as I usually just. Oh, you mean okay, on your StreamYard? Cool.
mhm.
We can come over there. I just needed the hours, Jason. So
Mhm.
whichever. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
and when we co-stream, we
Mhm.
both, it's
Get
a
hours.
combined yeah,
Yeah.
it's a combined thing in that I know that I'm so grateful to Carol that she lets me hang out on her Friday night Fri-Yay lives that I do get to, work on my watch time hours as well.
Angel, you have yeah, you got it. Hashtag diva. Because I just saw diva.
Mhm. Gotta
But
put the
Angel, you
hashtag.
have the link too, always. That's why you're in that group
Mhm.
with Barry. So you guys have the link if you want to come up anytime. Okay, yep, he definitely knows what he's doing. Right, right. I love that. Yep, yep.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Gulf Coast, you can come up. I know you from other chats. If you want to come up on the stream, I'll drop the link. Just give me a second and let me make sure my thing is. Oh, okay. And oh, you're so cute. Thank you, Angel. So appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
see again, here's like some of the things that you do, it's like I I do want us to book a day where you and I, whether we just use the Facebook chat and we go and
Okay,
I
good.
help you with your things and then you help me with the things that I go like you're able to change it, to how many minutes someone has to be subscribed to be able to come up.
Oh,
I did it once, and I have no idea how to go find it again.
it's underneath your open window in YouTube. We can go through that now real quick.
Mm.
It's underneath
Oh, it's
your open window in YouTube right now.
uh-huh.
Your chat, it's okay. It's underneath the picture. It gives you the option to edit the video.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you go edit video. Then you just go to the second thing down on the left side, the customization, and there it is.
Oh my
Ta-da!
gosh. That last time when I did it,
Mhm.
I was clicking and clicking and going deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, and then
We do
I
that.
don't know how to get
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
and then I was like,
know.
"Is it gonna stay forever?" And you said, "No," and I said, "Okay, because I don't know how to go back and find it."
I wish
Oh my
they would
gosh.
kinda let us do that, like, just keep it on there and, yeah, not
That's
have to set it
amazing.
up.
See, just look at that. You just helped me with something wonderful.
Hey, Gwee, what's up? Growing what I eat? Nice to see you.
He
I'm in
he's
bed
growing a lot of
okay.
things to eat.
Yeah.
That bugs me.
Oh, Gwee's always busy and his garden is gorgeous. I
It's just
know. I
amazing.
think he has that fast button like that we film with, but on his body, like I want. He just goes boop, and then suddenly he's like
And
doing all the
everything's
things
growing beautifully.
for work. He just completed his first week. Oh wow. You're welcome. Okay, sounds good, golf course crew. I kinda got it. I type things like that sometimes. Diva and I, she sorts out my, sentence structure. I got what you were saying, though. I did see what you said before about your husband has these events you have to go to for his work, and I used to have that. My husband hated it because of being a teacher. You have, like, open houses and all kinds of things, and the ones
Right,
that he had to come to, he was like, "Do we really have to do this?" Like, he never wanted to go because he's such an introvert. It Yeah,
right.
he couldn't stand
Yeah,
it. He can't
yeah.
I don't like small talk that much, but he can't stand it. I hear a lot of folks are getting blessed with new jobs. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? My daughter finally got a job. It finally opened up too
Mm,
for her. Unfortunately, it's not in what she trained in, but she's learning how to do and these are business collection calls. It's like she works for a company that does insurance for businesses. And my daughter, if you knew her years ago, she would never do a collection call. She was too introverted and shy and afraid, really, to
mm,
talk to
mm,
people
mm,
on the phone. So I'm so proud of her. So proud
mhm.
of her. Just woke up, had no coffee. Oh, why? Not the Twilight Zone. I
And it's funny because it was, like, at 6:30, quarter to 7 this morning, we were talking to Anne.
Right? Right? Thanks for coming over. Let me I'm gonna drop the link in a second for a week. I'm just thinking you're welcome up too, Jason. You're stinking time now. Mm,
Yeah, I will have to slip, out for, hopefully, like, 10 minutes max. Like,
okay.
we're getting the chicken babies are getting into bed better
Oh,
each night. It's going a
good.
little
Oh,
quicker,
good.
little quicker.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. See, I think I knew too that I wasn't ready to manage chickens this year or whenever. It's got to be his timing because, yeah, all that with the chickens get sick. Just our dog is enough with the health conditions that she has. And I
Mm,
see,
mhm.
you chicken people with like they've got that bumblefoot that you're dealing with, or, your poor
I've never had
baby needed medicine to be nursed back to health, and you're there like every like, how the heck would I do all that?
Mhm,
Not
mhm.
to mention keeping them safe from all the weird things that are in Florida.
Right.
But yeah,
Well, that's your first thing is you always make sure that your coop is in a condition of complete safety, you know?
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Here
So
I have that same friend who has the 4 kids, and she's got the daughter's all having her grandchildren now, so that's her social circle. She had
Mhm.
chickens. She's the first person I ever met that actually had chickens in Florida. And boy, did they get a nice lot when they first moved here. Like, it's like a 1-acre lot not far from
Oh,
me. I'm
wow.
like so jelly. And
Wow.
she's in a different city where they're allowed to. of chickens.
Mhm.
Crazy. But anyway, she's got hers up on concrete, and she has, like, I think a fixed gate around the whole thing, kind of like a dog run would be,
Yep.
but it's rectangular, and then everything is built on top of that with her chickens, and then she's got
Yep.
the chickens even in hardwood cloth surrounding their
Mhm.
coop and stuff
Yep.
because of all the crappy things that can happen here
Yep.
with
Yep. They're lock
Oh,
proof.
that's awesome.
You have to
Yeah.
have them lock proof
What
for
does
sure.
lock-proof mean? Lock-proof. What's that mean, Ann? What does that
It's
mean?
just yeah. Well, I'm just thinking that it's the fact that it's locked up, like it's like,
Locked
you know,
down, like locked
yeah.
down. Okay.
That
That's
it's
probably
like whether it's like, you know, your friend's got it on concrete, so that
Mhm.
means that nothing can burrow in and come up, right?
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
so in my coop, my
the
small
rats.
coop, the coop
Yeah.
run, nothing can get in and up because I have hardware mesh on the bottom, and then
Yeah.
there's soil over top of it, right? So it's
Mhm,
not that anything can get underneath because it's put
mhm.
around and
Yeah,
then
I would
secured.
wanna elevate mine, I think, a little bit too, because those darn rats, man, they get big. I don't want
Mhm.
them going after the chickens or bringing diseases into the chickens. There's
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, how heartbreaking.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have coyotes now, Gulf Coast Granny, like, breeding down here like rabbits,
Mm,
and the
mm,
cottontails are coming back, which I love seeing, but, they have their own diseases that's hopping
mhm,
into your yard, like, they
mhm,
won't bother the chickens, but it's just all the wildlife carries something, and I don't know if, you know, with all the
mm.
weirdness in the world, if it could pass to my chickens.
Mhm.
I'm just weird. I overthink it, but also I'm not allowed to have it anyway, so I'm good
Mhm.
for now. I'm not good in the scheme of things of survival, though. I want chickens.
Mhm.
Yes, that's the other reason I wanted it elevated. Thank you, Anne. You made me. I forgot snakes, but snakes can go
Mhm.
up. I've seen them go up, and it's so scary.
Yeah. Well, I think there was one video where someone's opening up their nesting box and there is a great big snake just sitting in the nesting box. You know, you're like,
Oh,
ooh.
no, thank you. Oh, there's that one too, short where the guy's going into the coop, bending down, and he's, thank God, got the camera facing him where he can see what's going on, and there's this huge snake above his head, and thank God he had wires, like the hardware cloth there, because it was trapped in between the roof and the hardware cloth, and he goes in, and he sees it, he goes, "Nope, nope, nope, nope," and runs. Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, everything does, right?
you have to lock them up tight. But you know,
Mhm.
the crazy thing is, I think it's the
Yeah,
raccoons,
they are. Yeah.
or it's the I forget, they're like a weasel type of thing. And we have them here on the island. And all
Oh.
they do is they just rip the heads off. It's
Mhm.
not to eat the chicken. It's like if you're gonna take the
It's
chicken,
to
eat
get
the ding dang chicken.
it's to get to their
Don't
crop too. They like to get this too. That happened to my girlfriend. That's why
it's
they put
just
up the
like
hardware
just don't
cloth.
yeah, because they'll just rip the heads off. And it's like, come on.
It's
You
so
know,
rude.
and one hard thing that I have not experienced yet,
Mhm.
a friend of mine with her chickens is I said, "Oh, I was
Oh,
coming to
thank
her
you,
house for
thank
the first
you.
time," and and I said, "Oh, your chickens are all in the front yard." She goes, "Oh, they got out again." And I said, "Are you not
Mhm.
worried about, you know, the 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 birds of prey?" And she
Predator.
said,
Yeah.
yeah, she said, "You know, yes and no. We don't it doesn't happen very often." But she says, "But when it does, you have to make a split-second decision on whether you're going to stop it or not." And I went, "What?" Because
What?
in my thoughts, I thought bird of prey will come down, pick up chicken, fly away. No, it grabs onto chicken, it starts to eat it now. And I went,
Oh, right in
and
front of you?
yeah, and so you have to make a
Ah,
decision on, you know, is my chicken gonna be okay where you can go and stop, like if you go scare
yeah.
off, you know,
Yes.
the hawk. Um, and so that, you know, because it's
Oh,
like, just let it
awful.
happen. Just turn around,
Yeah.
let it happen, and let it finish, and take it away, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. I don't know what they're getting from the crop, but that's a common killing with raccoons is they will just bite their crops out in the neck and let them bleed out.
Yeah, because
Sick,
it's like, but
sick.
there's a whole bunch of other food there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it is pretty shocking, but this was a cool thing is I saw somebody on a video and you could see that she was at her house and her barn was across, and she opens the door and she goes, "Watch this." And she goes, "Honk, honk," like this. And all
Mhm.
of a sudden the chickens which are in the grass, they go running up and they're all running towards the barn and to going into the barn. One, of course, runs just directly to the barn. You always see them, they just go, "I have to go
Oh,
this way." They're not thinking. And then I
oh,
have to go
she
in.
trained them to go to the barn?
That's what I thought. I thought, "How did she train them?" And then the other day, we had some turkey vultures that were flying above us. And
Yeah.
so I just did. I went, "Honk, honk." And I guess that sound, and it made them everybody stopped, up next, and then looking, and they're watching it. And I went, "Okay. So we
You
know that
know.
word, that sound,
Wow.
because of
Yes.
whatever I'm saying, it made them think or
Their name
hear."
sounds like their sound that they make,
Yes.
probably, and that's
Yes. So,
wow.
at any time when I'm concerned, I go, "Honk," and they all stop and they're like, "No," and then, shortly thereafter, it's like, "Okay, ladies, back can we go?" Because we do have, um, like I have bird netting. I have
Yeah.
what I call is the coop run. That's the one we built. And then behind my studio and along the side, we built what's called the playground. And we've got
Mhm.
rafters going throughout and then bird netting so that my girls can't jump the fence to go, "That looks much better over there, Maureen." And
Mm.
also other birds of prey. So during the day, they are susceptible to raccoons and stuff, but they are all good hiders, and I think they probably would all just head into the coop. So,
Sorry about
but,
that. My
mhm,
Wi-Fi is being weird. It's like, yeah, I'm so glad you got them trained. Yeah,
mhm.
right? It does.
Mhm.
Honk, honk.
Honk, honk, honk.
Sounds like them. I used to be like, no. The jokes for the first year of their lives, they will come to their food too.
Aw,
How cute.
yeah,
That's a great
yeah,
idea. Great idea.
yeah. I just go chickens, and mine all come running. I can say chickens, and I can say hello
Oh,
chickens, but if I go chicken, boom, everybody's up and they all come because they know they
yeah.
get treats. That's the sign for treats. Hmm.
Yeah, right? I didn't either. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So
Well, we all learned that.
you'll have to try it as long as there's a bird. Don't do it without a bird.
Yeah.
If something is around. So,
Right? Well,
mm,
we'll see. I think that's kind of a great experiment. That's what I like about you and David the Good too, is that you guys are experimenters. I think as gardeners, we all are. It's
yeah.
kind of like
Oh,
the
that
mad
didn't work.
science. Yeah.
Okay, that didn't work.
Mm.
Okay, that I better try.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah,
That that
I'm good at
worked.
killing that. I'm good at killing that.
I am so good at killing that.
So
All
really
right, I
good at
am going to step
ignoring that.
away here.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, the
you have
crows are
murder crows.
nasty though. Oh, they're the ones that will eat your babies right in front of you. I've seen it
Yeah.
happen at
Okay.
it wasn't my babies, it was the wild Muscovy ducklings.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pavlov's
love
ducks.
ducks. Exactly, ducks.
That's great. All right, I will be right back.
Okay. Oh wow, you guys have birds of prey in the sky all the time? Oh, I'd be so nervous. Our chickens know to go in the coop when we say up. That's so cool that you guys are training your chickens. I've seen it kind of experimented with where they're doing the clicker and they can kind of train a chicken. Who knew the little bird brains can think and do and understand words? Yeah, right. Multiple ways. I kill plants in multiple ways. I am so like disappointed with this little 45-year-old tree that I got the oh, I can't even think of the name of the darn tree now. It's a nitrogen fixer accumulator. Vanilla bean plant. It's not vanilla bean. It's the I'll come back to it. Anyway, I got this tree. It's a tropical tree and I was so excited about it and it's like this big, still struggling with like leaf tip burn. I need to repot it, but I'm afraid even I might kill it because it's so small. It's such a small twig. It's one of those things where I want to write not such a great review, but I just don't write the review. Oh, that's awful. Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do. I've had parrotlets, the little ones, and yeah, you have them step up and they step onto your finger. I mean, for bigger birds, it's more, I think, your arm. But for ours, it was just our little finger, and oh, it was so cute when they did it, and you didn't get bit. That was the best times because those little parrots are just like little people. There's a little bit of a like fighter in them. Yeah, I bet you did learn your lesson. I'm sure to see that because I screamed, and the crow thankfully didn't do it right in my eyesight where I could see it happen. It carried off this duck, took it on top of a pole in front of me, and I heard him crack its skull open. And I was just like, whoa, screaming at it, trying to get it, before it got up there. I was yelling at it, seeing if it would just drop the duckling, but mm-mm. That's what's so sad around here. The predator, predator pressure by watching Mama Duck and seeing how many ducklings she ends up with after, hatching them out. Like just even a week later, she's missing so many. Oh, you do? That's so cute. Here, cheep, cheep. Here, cheep, cheep. Yep. Oh, no, that's right. They are. I heard that though, the worst bite is those little parakeets, and I bet it is because it's just like I don't even know how to describe their beak, but it looks like it would just take a full scraping right out, of your skin, your flesh. Ours, like, sometimes would give, like, the kisses, which were so sweet, but then if you didn't know you had a freckle, they would think it was a bug, and we had a lovebird too that was really bad about that. He'd love to come and bite any of the freckles on your neck. Yeah, we rehomed that one. Yeah, they will take a chunk out. I've heard that. It's funny, people who have larger birds, they're like, "I'd rather get bit by my larger bird than get bit by those parakeets." Yeah. Oh my goodness, but I miss our parrotlets. We had one green and one blue. Blue was Boo, and he was mine, and then my daughter had the green one. She named her Libby Lou. But, Blue only bit me when I put Libby away when he was trying to get it on with her, and the only reason I did that was because they just weren't great, uh, parents, that they did lay an egg together, and we'll just say they didn't treat the little baby good, but something might have been wrong with the baby too. So I didn't want them mating again and having little ones and my daughter seeing them not treat them nice. They know the bird people. Carol, yep. I have more bird porn, and I put out a bird porn video. No kidding. No, thank God. That would be hilarious though to do a thing on ducks because boy, do they do those flybys down here. Those poor girl ducks. I feel so bad. I've seen that I think twice. So I've been here a long time and I've only seen it maybe twice. The ducks mating, that is, and one was a flyby. He just flew in, did his business, and just took off. And I just looked at her and I was like, oh, girl, I'm so sorry. So sorry, honey. Oh, yeah. Green Country's he's the major uh, creator and teacher. He's a really good teacher. Very cerebral. Um, and so is David the Good, and we're all friends. He's more, I think, like would talk on the phone with a friend. He'll come in my lives and we'll chat. Friend. Carolyn. I know. We had Yeah, they can get a little aggressive. They want that. They need to mate up and pair up. Quakers though, oh my gosh. I fed one, didn't realize it was wild because it came right to me and started eating the sunflowers out of my hand because it was hanging around and calling to me as if somebody had let it go or it had gotten out of the house. And so I'm like, well, let me take out some sunflowers. While I had it in my hand, the bird just came right over to me. But oh my gosh, I tried to take it in the house and yeah, it was not a good move. And I called wildlife and asked them what to do. And they were like, oh no, just let them go. Some of them are like that. And they were still, part of the wild parrots. Yeah, I bet he does. Live as a test. Oh, wonderful. Oh no, right on your head? That's terrible. Oh, okay. I know that I used to be like the queen of the 3-hour lives. It just would pass so fast. We still do them, but like, yeah, the replays are kind of hard on those 3-hour lives because people see 3 hours and they're like, ah. But I just put out a video today and then a short tonight. I'm trying to put out all the things so YouTube will actually give me the time. Pardon me while I put on lip gloss. My lips are always getting dry. It is alive, right, Jason? What you're talking about. Katie was asking. Gardening warrior. I'm sorry, Katie. Gosh, I went through like all your names. But I was just wondering, like, is anybody like I know we were talking about events that you might have to go to for work, but other than events, where are you finding your social circles now that are in real life, which is what the IRL means? Oh, yes, they are. Yes, birds are frisky. Mm. I'm just grateful that Boo never did that to my body parts, but other things, yeah. Even I saw that bearded dragon short. Bearded dragons are frisky. He liked a little folded sock. It was his buddy. His girlfriend. His wife. That's what it was. I think they were saying that, like his little wife, the sock. Crimes and stories. Oh, wow. How cool. I'll have to put that on. Listen to it in the background. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sounds really good, Green Country. But yeah, I was just wondering, like, because if you don't have time for going to, like, we used to have a homeschool group that we would do with Hannah. I found I didn't actually like it much. Because I feel people's emotions too easily, and it would just be overwhelming being around all those families. Oh. Oh no, that's horrible. What? That's terrible. Oh my goodness. It must have really got her with what are those claws called on there? I forget. On the rooster. Yeah. That's horrible, Grant. That's horrible, Brenda. And funny too, a little bit. Like who gets to go in the ER and say something like that? Oh my God. gosh, how embarrassing.
Oh, you would be surprised what goes on in the ER. I have a
Oh,
friend
I
who's a
wouldn't.
nurse.
I used to watch those shows.
About what they come in and you go,
Yeah.
how did that get in there?
Yeah, exactly. I fell on it. I just fell. I fell on it. Cat will.
Super pause.
Mm.
So what did I miss?
Oh, just we were talking about birds, and
Oh,
that's how that came up, because we were talking about parrots and parrotlets, and then Quakers, and I was saying how Boo never bit me until I took away his mate, put her away so they wouldn't mate, and that's what he was getting ready to do. So he flew down and bit me in the neck.
you need me?
Super paws. I'm sorry. I know, right?
I'm still here. My daughter just came home and she needs to
Oh.
get out of her outfit, so I have to undo the back.
Oh, okay. Oh, I bet she does. That's a really weird story to be able. Yeah, they're very strange days we're having, indeed.
It's just off that waistband. You know how it's always tighter at the waistband. You have a good time?
Yeah.
Good.
She's really sick, so we didn't go out dancing.
Yeah, I've heard things too when I was dating that firefighter for 2 years. I heard some stories. Yeah, super. Did I mention Quakers, or was that?
Wow.
That was Gardening Warrior, and then I had that story about the one that came to me, but it was actually wild, and I didn't know that. I thought it had gotten out, because it was when I was new to seeing the Quaker parrots down when we lived in Margate. Oh yeah, they had that scratchy muttering voice. Our parrotlets had that, but theirs was just their
Never heard of them.
little voice box was just too tiny.
I thought you were talking about like the group of people that are Quakers.
Oh no, Quaker parrots. Sorry, Quaker parrots.
I'm like, oh, did I mention the Quakers? Is that someone else?
Yep, they do kind of sound like Popeye. Yep. That's right. I used to love to hear my little parrotlets talking, because you could tell when they were doing like love talk to each other, because they would move in close and start just chattering. Oh, it was so sweet. Gardening Orange. I've got 6 weeks.
What we're talking.
Oh my goodness, that's right. Hey,
hey, Shawnee.
Well,
so I do.
We're talking about friendships and trying to find
right, and
friendships.
as I was walking out, I thought, if I think of myself in my own little world, like my world is opened up because I, have all these, internet, cousins, friends, relatives now. But it's like, but if you were to move to another place, one of the best things for making friends is knowing other growers and homesteaders.
It's true.
Because that they are welcoming, some of them, I'm assuming, not all. Like I think there was 7 Little Aussies. I just watched her video yesterday. And so she's doing kind of a collaboration. So it's a hashtag of cooking a recipe on video from your garden. And she said, and I'm doing this with my good friend, Jess Sowards. And it was like,
wow.
So, and so when you watch this first year of moving, they moved from Australia to Texas, East Texas.
Oh, wow.
And so they were seeing like squirrels for the first time, snow for the first time. They got to meet Joe Salatin. They drove to South Carolina and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the one thing that, you could hear throughout it was like, well, we met these people and they showed us how to, because they go, we know nothing about chickens. And so they learned how to butcher chickens and, and so it's like, yes, I'm good in my own world, but if I lifted this world up and moved to a whole different area, where would my friend support be? You'd have to get involved in some sort of community to try to find people.
Yeah. Yep. Or there's some people that don't want to find people outside the home. which I'm like, and that can go in phases. Like I'm kind of in that phase right now. Even the people that we might have for Malachi, I want to know if they can do home visits. I don't want to go to a building with him. I don't like, I just like the safety of my home right now.
Yes,
With all the
absolutely.
weird that's going on, like Jason was
Abs-
saying. Like,
Absolutely. I'm with you 100%. I'm not a go out person, but it's like, but if I got to another community, I'd want to know, okay,
yes,
where do I get my wood chips?
right.
Where do I, who's got the best soil, Where
Yeah.
where's the best place to get plants that are going to be inexpensive and those kinds of things. So
Yeah, I know that it was Quakers. It's funny, both Q and I have that in our family tree, the Quakers. I have my grandfather actually took care of the Quaker church up near the farm, and they lived right off Quaker Church Road,
Ah,
where they had the farm. So my dad kind of grew up in Quaker church, but I think it was a very strict one because he remembers kind of getting put in the corner as a young man.
wow.
And they scared him a bit. Seasons and sun. Yeah. Oh my, goat heads. Yikes. Woo. Goat head. Goat head for compost? What? I lost you. Seasons and some. You need those prickly plants. Wow. All right. That was just
You have to expound.
yeah, that was too poetic. Head plants. Oh, the goat head plants. Jason, I'm thinking a decapitated goat head.
I was thinking real Quakers.
All right. It's an interesting night, as always. To go ahead and let their seeds get hard and sleep. That spirit in the world for a while. Okay. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Agency. Yeah, me too. Me too, Q. It's so hard because then the insurance changes and they change, and it's like so frustrating. Oh, those are the sticker grass. I hate those things.
So I want to respond to that. It's like he
They're
says,
made.
goat heads are the sticker grass. Oh my, as if we didn't know. Yeah, well, do you know what a G7 flat 5.3 is? I don't either, but it'd probably go shooby dooby doo.
I have never heard anybody call it that. I don't know if I have the kind of stickers. We do have like the stickers, yeah, like that, but I've never seen the plant flower. I'll be darned. Hold on, I'll bring it up.
There we go. See, Carol's getting an education. She's gonna, and this will be something that you'll have in your little file folder that later on, and like someone will say, "Go ahead." Oh yes, that's the sticker grass, and it's grown mostly in these zones, and you'll have all the information about it in about 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You just watch.
Maybe not. Oh, let's
So
see if I
I'm
can.
glad that Anne also said, I also thought he meant real heads.
Yes, thank you. Well, they do. Look at that. They are under inspection. They do look like big
share.
Oh, I thought I had it up. I'm such a dork. I hate it when I do that. Hold on.
Well, I think I'm the one that's supposed to do it because I'm the co-host.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it and
gosh.
thought it was up. Yeah, they look like little goat heads. That's so weird.
They do.
I never noticed that. I don't know.
No. Can you zoom in?
No,
more?
you can't zoom in it. I don't think anymore. I can try, but it never seems
Oh,
to
actually
work
take out if you take out the
might be
take
able
off
to,
the comment.
No. Okay.
Take the comment down and that will make it a bit bigger.
Sorry. Yeah, that will. Hold on.
It'll bring it up.
No. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not getting big.
No, it's not.
All right, let me try over here.
Ooh,
It just gets big in this little side, and it's really hard to make it any bigger on my.
What about if you go into the blue one? No, there we go. Yeah.
It goes in. Okay, this is all from you know what, the Wikipedia.
Right.
I'm so.
Oh,
confused.
they have it in Washington State. I've never seen it here that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah,
I
goat's head.
do, but I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. It says goat's head is a common name for several plants, Jason. So I'm just kidding. Like, I didn't even know what a goat head was. Oh, and then they have all the words that you can pronounce, Jason. I cannot do Latin. And
You do pretty darn good.
Acanthospermum. Spermum. Hispidium, a plant from the Asteraceae. I don't know. Native to Central and South America, its seeds are shaped like the head of the goat. So that's the one he's probably talking about. Can you do the Latin? Can you do the Latin in the chat? Instead of the common name? Because I know you know them. When I was young, right? I know, me too. Oh, let me get this down. That's the same. I enjoy my peace and quiet. I enjoy naps. I enjoy days at the beach that I rarely get.
Is it too much to go to the beach with your son?
Yeah, it is. It's a bit much. We did have one day that he was okay, but he used to throw sand in your face because of the sensory was so overwhelming. And put it in his face and his eyes, and that was not fun.
Okay, it's happiest in the wilderness.
Yes, I think we have it though along the canals because when Theron and Malachi, he takes him for a walk, and they go by our canal, that area out back, and they always come home with stickers. It seems like when they're
Yeah, we have ones. There is one plant that does little stickers, but they're round. They're not shaped like a goat head.
I think that's part of it too, is a lot of us are just exhausted ever since, especially, not just raising kids, but also something with that 2020 year sucked the living energy out of a lot of people. Like it just, and I don't mean like, it also did suck the living energy out of people, sadly.
Of course you have perfect pitch. So you didn't even know what a G7 flat 3 was either. Because it's not really a real chord. Well, you could play a G7 flat 3. You could. I don't know what that actually is and what it would sound like. I can't tell you if it's a good chord. So it's perfect pitch.
Oh gosh, I'm so far behind, guys. Sorry. Hi, Perfection Bacon. I don't think I said hi to you, and I did see that little hi. Me too. Yes, if you've come in contact with that grass and got those thorns in your socks, or even worse, the shoelaces, the kids' shoelaces when they're in there and you don't know, and you go to help them and you go, yeah. And then you're trying to get it off your finger and you're stabbing your other fingers with it. Yeah. Every one of those I put right. Ouch. What did I say? What? Oh, beggar lice. Okay. Yeah. I figured they would have other common names. Lucky you, Shawnee. You don't want to see them. They usually end up in your children's socks and shoelaces, and sometimes the bottom of their clothing. That's awful too, when you don't know it's in the clothing and you're doing the wash and one gets you.
Look like
that's right.
Spawn of Satan.
That's right. Yeah, we do have them here and they are. We just call them stickers. Yeah, we call them stickers here too. The sticker plant. It's stickers. I never thought to actually look up the plant that has those stickers. I know, right? It does look like from another planet, like close up.
So maybe that's what he was saying with what the?
Yeah, how can you not know about that?
Ooh, what? Okay, deep secrets of the universe, time, opposition, and conviction are essential to making spirit manifest. Conviction hardens. We are moving Satan and turning him to stone now.
That's deep, Jason. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Oh, here it is.
What's Pafaf? Pafaf?
I don't know. Centurus spinifex, also
Thank you.
called sandburrs, too. They
Yeah, we call them that too. Okay.
persecute us for handling the earth wrongly. Oh,
Part of Adam and Eve's curse. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's right. That's right. We wouldn't have them, but we would have probably.
I love that. That is the best way to say it. The year that shall not be named.
Yeah. I also call it the parallelogram when we were in the parallelogram.
Cockleburs.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I like
cockleburs. I don't know that
cockleburs, but
one.
then that
I know. I
kind
like
of
that
sounds.
name.
Yeah. Well, the burrs, because you go, oh, that's something bad.
Yes, you know it. I forgot how to flirt out now. I remember how to bake bread. Bread is flirty. If that bread is good, that's flirty. Just make some. If they can have
Like
sweets, make them some nice
like
honey butter.
some
Mm-hmm.
bread. Here's
And I
some
made
bread.
this homemade honey butter, and the bread's still warm. Would you like to sit down and have some? I got coffee on, but we have tea. Won't you come spend some time with me?
Ooh,
Woohoo.
look at that. Writing a song.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, G minor.
Mm. Oh my
Well,
goodness, I am really behind. I'm so
minor.
sorry, guys. Yeah, noise is about right. Oh, okay. That's right. That's I am so far behind. You already said it. Centrus beneficus. Wow, that almost sounds like something they would say in Harry Potter. Not that I ever watched it or read the books, because I didn't.
Gummy. What the heck
I'll
is that?
Gummy
berries.
Gummy berries. I saw those. Hold on. I can't. I think they stopped. They
I'll go
stopped
look at
in
it.
zone. Okay.
I'll go get
You're
it.
gonna share it? Okay, because I was
Yeah.
just looking, but okay.
I'll just do it.
They're a little red berry. They almost look like the miracle plant, but I don't know much about them because it's not. I don't believe I can grow them here, Darth X. Yeah, I think of the sewing machine too, the FAF sewing machines. That's true. That's what but I didn't think of it in that moment. That's what I would have thought if I remembered what they used back in the day. Oh gosh.
Read it out loud because oh, you can't.
Oh, Darth X just said if someone's saying FAF, I think of Granny's sewing machine. Gulf Coast Granny is saying sweet tea. Just add some sweet tea, I guess, to that bread and honey butter, maybe to flirt. Sweet tea is a flirting thing. I have not baked bread. Oh wow.
Oh shoot.
Oh no. You guys can't order in too much. I remember you were saying that some things just aren't available over there to you, like my peach tea. You got it. Okay. So just in case the sound of double swarm of cicadas is tormenting you. Thankfully, I haven't been bothered by them too much down here. They're beautiful.
So they're these little tiny berries.
Yeah, what are they related to? Anything? They kind of look like a cross, but go ahead.
Nitrogen fixing. Take nitrogen from the air and fix it into the soil. So that's a good thing. Perennial. Bad soils, like most nitrogen fixers, gummy trees have a natural role in repairing depleted soils, giving new fertility, low maintenance, and they are wee like this.
You know, they're so tiny. They remind me of the size of the Jamaican cherries, or the strawberry tree, as it's called. The tree that I knocked down because it just wasn't worth growing for all the space it took up and giving me those teeny tiny things.
Oh, so they're like
they didn't last. Those look like they would.
They taste like persimmons, but berries that are ready for consumption are juicy, sweet, and tart, something akin to rhubarb. For the best flavor. Growers have to be attentive around harvesting time. Raw or cooked, the fruits and the seeds are edible, but they can be eaten raw or cooked, and they make tasty snack in the garden, or when cooked like other berries, they're excellent jams for dessert and more adventurous. Oh, they make wine, syrup, and other foods. So that
Ooh,
is what
cool.
are gummy berries. I've never heard of them. I'm just gonna go
Very
grab
cool,
this one
Dorothy.
here.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I have to cough again. Hang on.
Okay. Oh, high in vitamin C. Okay. That's nice that they fixed the nitrogen too. Wow. Very
Oops,
cool.
sorry. I'm talking to myself. I can
Very
hear
cool.
myself talk. Yeah, they're very, very neat looking. I
Yeah.
didn't look to see what zones.
I think it only goes up to 9. That's why I think I had looked it up before and saw it went to 9, and I didn't want to necessarily bother with it because I have a hard enough time with stuff that's supposed to grow in 10. Ah, ah. I need the ones that grow
Well,
in 11.
yeah. Well, it's you kind of have like you kind of have two weird grow zones, and you're also
Mhm.
not in the same kind of time frame as the rest of us.
Exactly. I miss
It's like
that. I want to be part of the group. I want to compare
I want to grow
cucumbers.
lettuces now.
That's right.
I
I
don't
saw
want to grow
somebody
lettuces
else.
in January.
It was, I think, Girl Dad was. I didn't get to watch it yet, but he had like sugar snap peas right now, and I'm like, yeah, that would be melted. That would be dead, dead. Yeah, I thought it was. It looked like it would be like candy. Is it better than oh, what's the other one I was thinking of? The one that everybody like uh actually Young Living made a juice out of it. The fruit, the little red fruit.
It wasn't a goji, but it was
Yes.
ninja. No, ningza.
Yeah,
Ningcha.
Ningza was the name of the
Something like
drink, but they
that. Mhm.
used that
They put
berry,
goji berries in it.
the
Okay.
goji. Thank you. Yeah, they reminded me a little bit of a goji berry, and also the size is like the Jamaican cherry. For those of you
Mm.
who have ever looked at that strawberry tree and went, "Oh, I want a strawberry tree. That sounds so nice." The tree itself takes up a lot of space and is a fast grower, and the fruit is only edible like out in the garden. It's not something that
Mm,
really
mhm.
keeps well, but the berry does is very mild and tastes like cotton candy. I'd rather
Mm.
have I don't know if it's like a plum that they grow down here. I don't know if it grows on the plumbago, but I think so. And it has that same taste. I'd rather have that. And it doesn't grow into a huge tree.
Mhm.
Baking bread checked again. This time I can get. Yay! Awesome. I
That's
have a
costing
bread pan I haven't used, and I have wheat that I haven't tried to grind yet because I'm trying not to make bread until I lose a little weight. And then the weight came back on when I got sick. Yay! I'll never end up making bread. And Springs Nursery. They may have something. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jason. Oh, it'll get plenty of shade. That's my problem now too, is I have all that heat. Um, but then I have areas that are just concentrated shade too.
Mm. Mhm.
It's like an autumn olive and silverberry. I've never had either one of those.
Hmm.
My tomatoes are already starting to die. Yes, I believe it. I believe it. Because everybody's getting kind of a little taste of the heat in the US. It seems like it's just kind of moving around and
Just in the US. Just in the US.
popping.
It's
You guys
freaking
haven't gotten it yet?
cold up here.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're zone 9, right? That's just seems so weird.
Mhm. Well,
That's
right
my
now, this
problem.
you're dying for fresh break bread. I'm
Yeah.
baking sourdough. I'm back to baking bread. I haven't baked, I think, in a couple of weeks. So tomorrow I've got a few orders that I've got to make. Mhm.
Yeah, I can't do the goji, so I was wondering if it was related to it. So that's good. It's not. Goji's the nightshade, and tomatoes are not really my friend anymore.
But I do love them.
I
I'm the
love them
same.
so.
Yeah. So when I do go to Mexico, it's like, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm eating the pico de gallo. I'm going to make
Yes, yeah.
we make our own salsa at home here. So it'll take 1
I know I
month to
need to
get
do
here, but
that.
that's okay. I've been waiting 26 years. Oh my
Is that
gosh.
in your library? Did I miss the salsa? Did you guys do the salsa on an older video?
I made
Maybe.
yeah, well, I did make some salsa with my brother and sister-in-law. They went and picked up a bunch of
Okay.
the fruit. But yes, I do have
Sounds
we have a
familiar.
regular salsa that we make. Just simple.
Yummy. I want to
Mhm.
watch it.
Mhm.
Will take 1 month to get here, but it's been 26 years and you can have bread pan. Amen. And yay. I just got one of those, the long ones for, baking the fresh ground wheat breads from this book that I have. Anyway, it's not just for sourdough, it's for, with yeast breads. But it's got this little thing on top of it that it slides over. So can you bake the bread like that with the thing that slides over on
I
it?
don't know.
It's so weird. I guess it could. It'll just form into that little box rectangle shape and
So,
won't come
Anne,
up.
do you not have a Dutch oven? Because you can cook regular bread in a
Yes, you
Dutch
can.
oven.
Those are beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but she's also in 100-degree 3-digit weather.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Who Duncan is? Or
No,
Anne?
Anne,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was saying that they were in the triple digits.
Oh, there's no fruit. Well, I don't want it. They can grow in a shady spot, but slowly, and no fruit there.
Yeah, just like, what's the point?
What's the point? That's like our bushes out front with their star cherry. I forget the other name for them. Jason, it's the one that's ornamental, which they're really gross and resinous when they're ornamental. And then they have a sweet version, which I would love to change it over to. I have used goji berries in breakfast burritos. Really? No one noticed? Yeah, see? Yep, they're totally related. I have that. I have that. Yep.
Oh yeah, you have a Barbados cherry tree.
It's recovering after it escaped its I didn't realize it just started looking super healthy all of a sudden, and I didn't realize why, because it had sent down its roots outside of its pot, which was quite large, which seemed quite large. Like, I wasn't thinking it was escaping, but and then when I went to try and get it and put it in a larger pot, of course, I broke those roots off and it went into shock and died. But it came back to life.
Well, it just went into shock, and now it's
it went into a very long
re-
shock, though. It was
it's
a
in recovery.
very long shock. Scared me.
Well, that's I've got 2 olive trees and a bay laurel that I think that have. These are ones that like we can have outside all year round, but we had that shocking cold and frost hit, and so one of the gardeners, one of the other islands around here, she said some of those, they will take a lot of time to recover. They might take a long time, and so I'm hoping that my 2 olive trees will still be okay.
I saw your typo. It's fine. Perfection baking. So where exactly? I forget what state you're in. That you've got your bananas and your Barbados cherry in your bedroom for right now. I was gonna say, when you said you were gonna put it in your bed, I was gonna say bananas will go cucamonga here, and I was like, but I don't know. When you said bedroom, I was like, okay, she's not in a state like mine.
Aw.
Okay. So dappled light, then maybe they would fruit. With the gummies.
And you're just so kind to so many
You
people, and I
are.
just really
Yep.
appreciate it that you go, "Here, I'm gonna go and support these people."
Yeah. We have to think of another word other than that one, though, because AI goes after people saying that word. And I think that's how they know who to
Hang
unsub
out.
sometimes. Yeah, go hang out.
Yeah, she can write
I
it, but
friended you. Yeah, I don't know anymore with the way they are being. They're being so weird. Because we are hearing about them unsubbing people all the time.
Yeah.
And also people that you're regularly interacting with too.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, which, by the way, with the video that you posted, I actually did get a notification for it.
yay. Okay, good. I'm not
Yeah.
shut up, I am then. Yes, they have a tartness to them, but they're really delicious. I'm just sad because they have a rather large seed, but they're so high in vitamin C. It's acerola cherry. It's actually what they use or would use if they're using a natural source of vitamin C. It's quite high. They can use it dry, like powdered and dried in supplements. Oh yeah, the Midwest, it does get cold for sure. For sure. Because Jason, you're in Oklahoma, right? I believe.
Oklahoma.
You know, every time. Oh. Yeah, I've heard that about him. He's the one who started permaculture that he's talking about. I think you know that too, the Bill Moles. Yeah,
No,
I
I don't
didn't
know Bill Moles.
realize. Oh, okay, yeah. It seemed like the more that I got into it, Jason, it seemed like he was creating his own religion, a little bit, along with the gardening, but it was supposed to apply to life in every, all kinds of areas.
I forget the guy who I learned about, where he was looking at the biblical side of things. He's in Washington State, and he's the Back to Eden.
Oh yeah, look at you now. That's awesome. That's
Wow.
great.
Till I accidentally came across you all.
That's right. On point since he brought the spirit of God. Wow.
Yeah. Don't try to put new words in.
Yeah.
Not gonna be good. Not gonna be good.
And don't try to sit on the throne.
Nope. Not gonna be good. Not gonna be good.
Your dad voice almost made me spit. How's your mommy? I miss her. I miss her coming in and saying hi wherever you are. Okay. Wherever you are, Mama Washington.
Yeah. She was tired tonight, so she said, "I'm going to bed."
Aw.
Yeah. So she went to bed at, I think, 7:30 or more like 8:00. I just finished chatting with her, and she said, "I'm gonna go to bed." So usually, if she stays up past, like once she gets on to your live, she'll stay for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she just lets it run.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all get me the link. I'll get it up and running. But today it was like, no, I'm off to bed now.
Yeah.
She had a really rough night a couple of nights ago with her, like legs were just burning. Like her,
Yeah.
It's just like
neuropathy, the neuropathy burning kind of thing.
And her arthritis.
Arthritis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor mama. Poor mama. Oh, I'll pray for her for sure. I've been having this weird neuropathy thing with my foot, but what I just started to do was just to go up on my tiptoes and go down and go up on my tiptoes, like because I don't wear heels anymore. My toe on my left side must not be getting enough circulation because it was like numb when I did it the first couple times, and then I noticed I got a little more feeling back.
You've pinched off the circulation.
I know. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm not sure. Must be the duct tape.
Okay. Thanks, Brenda, for coming in.
Have a good night. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We were talking about this morning too on my live that it is nice to have YouTube because you can choose your interaction. If a live sometimes gets too heated, you can remove yourself easier than you can from an in real life situation where it gets heated and weird.
You're
you can just exactly. You can turn down the volume too. That would be
nobody
great.
knows. Nobody knows that you left, unless you're on panel, right?
Right.
But it's if you're just in side chat, you're like, should I say goodnight? Oh no, they're fighting too much. I'm just gonna leave.
Right. Yeah. No, this is just too hairy and crazy. We're gonna just
or there was one chat I think I stumbled upon, and it was like, oh my, I should not look at that. I don't know why they encourage this chat. Okay, I better go.
Why they suggested it to you.
Right. Like I'm going
to church tomorrow. What is
exactly? I have to go to church and I shouldn't see that.
Yeah, they do have that. They have a little bit of everything on here. But that's what we were saying too. There are a lot of people that are neurodiverse that are online because it's safer for them to interact than out in the world, and creating those social situations out in the world that are harder for them. They can have more kind of control over the social situations online. And I think that makes them feel a little bit safer. But I know for me, it's been a lifeline to the real world while I've been a caregiver. And that's for some people too. We're so exhausted, like Gulf Coast Gray was saying, it must be all the kids. Yeah, it is. It is. When you're a caregiver, it's an exhausting job. And sometimes we don't give ourselves credit for how exhausting it really is.
Mm-hmm. But I do have to throw out one thing.
Yes.
Who's not neurodivergent?
That's just like it. Everybody has a little bit.
I don't know anybody who is like, just take on the day and I just live my life. And I think everybody, you go, that person just interrupted.
Everybody, exactly. Yeah, that's
so I think it's like, I don't think you can give it a title. I think it's called humanness.
I don't know. There are some differences, and you see them socially, like with the high functioning autistic kids.
Oh yes,
back
I'm not
in the
meaning
day. Yeah, that's what I mean by neurodivergent. I don't mean just like you're a little off and like that. It's something that's ever persistent kind of thing. Like I genuinely have always struggled with focusing. I genuinely have always struggled with you will get my eye contact for a little bit, but I can't give it to you very long while we're conversing because I won't understand what I'm even saying and I get lost. So like that kind of, and memory issues with the ADHD and the dyslexia comes from that. And I've always had memory issues, believe it or not. Reading was a very big struggle because I didn't have that working memory. So socially, like everybody has these like, oh, this music is out and they know the lyrics and this movie's out and they know the lines. I never could do that. I could maybe do a little bit of the chorus. I would remember from the song, maybe not even remember the artist unless they were really big, like, like Madonna at that time back in the 80s or somebody that was being lifted up on a big pedestal, being an antenna or a mirror. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Well, for myself, like, because I probably had thyroid disease all my life, I have very few memories. I can memorize songs, but it's all about repetition and going over and over and over it.
Yeah.
But it's like the song, like on the title track of my last album is Harvest Moon, and that's Neil Young's. Neil Young's song. And so I sang it and it dedicated to my husband and and I tell the story about why I sing it and he would come up and dance with me and I would say things like it's because I don't get to grow old. I'd say to him, come dance with me because I don't get to grow old with you. And I would videotape it and I made a little compilation, blah blah blah. Not saying blah blah blah, but just to get to the point. Well, it was like I think it was 2 Christmases ago. They do this Santa's Anonymous where people can or you're on the radio and they'll send in money for gifts for children. And so they said you can do one Christmas, one non-Christmas. And I thought, for my pianist Carl, I said, hey, let's do Harvest Moon because it's like, we know it like this. Second verse, cannot remember. You know how many times I have sung Harvest Moon? A bazillion trillion times. And all of a sudden, second verse. Could not for the life of me remember. I think I started the second verse and then I couldn't remember the second half. So I just sang the first half of and even once I sat down, it was like, nope. I actually had to go and look it up.
Yeah.
So that was a weird thing for me, but I know that my and I again the year we shall not mention, I think that caused a lot of so much stress in people.
Yes.
That at their breaking point. Like one of the things that my pastor said, he said, if you go back 40, 50, 60 years,
Wow.
or actually up to 80 years, like when, so it's around when my mom was born, there would be wars happening, on the other side of the world. Well, you wouldn't hear about them until possibly 3 months later. We're in an age where it's like you are so inundated with so much stuff. He says we are not capable of actually having this much stuff at
Oh
you
yeah, all that
all
information is overwhelming
at
to
the same
everyone.
time, and it's like,
Yeah.
gotta shut it down.
Yeah. Oh, even on here. That's why I'm saying, like, being too, like, to socialize on here, you have more control. You also have more control as far as how many social platforms you want to be on. But when you're a creator, there's like this expectation for you to keep track of all these platforms, and my brain can't do it. I
Yeah,
just
well, as you can see, I'm hardly posting on the Clock channel, partly because Canadians can't make money on it. But I used to have a system. It's like, okay, put the
yeah,
short up on YouTube, but show it on Facebook and let it hang out there for a little bit. But then 3 or 4 days later, take it and now put it as a reel on Facebook, because that's in a little, I make $2 or $3 every month from Facebook. Still haven't been paid because I have to wait till I make the big $100, but might be in 2027. I don't know. Takes a long time to make $100, but I've gotten out of that system. I just it's like I forget where I'm at, which video, what short, and I just went, you know what, just focus on your YouTube channel. That's as much as that you have capacity for right now.
yeah,
And that's okay.
yeah. I'm glad you said that, because it's like, yeah, I feel sometimes I see people and how they can just get that system and they can do it and things can hit their life and they can still do it. And I'm just like, I would love to be like that, but I'm not. My overwhelm, like my glass is pretty full. My bottle's pretty full. I just have this much room, to give it. And then I'm overwhelmed.
Yep.
But yeah, Jason, I used to think I heard the voice of the Lord a lot easier when I was younger, for sure, and had the time to actually. I used to pray. I would lay down on a rug face first, and I would stay there with the Lord, and I would say, I'm going to stay until you release me, and I would wait for the peace of God to come over me, that I was allowed to get up. And with all that life threw at us, and having the kids and everything like that, I think I can count on one hand when I've gotten to do that since my like 20s and early marriage years. And it's so sad, because that is when I really could hear him. I'm barely maintaining my YouTube channel. I can't imagine. I know, right? That's how I feel. I'm still learning about YouTube. I'm still learning about filming. I'm still learning about storage of the filming.
I know. And then you start deleting things and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, did I delete the actual video? No.
Yeah. Or did my, phone do it? Like, what did I press something that says it can get rid of things? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went and got the lavalier mics, and so I've been trying to use them, and it was, and it was like, I can see it's recording and I can bring them over to edit with them, but it's recording all, like, every single thing the whole time. And so there's a lot of, that's way too much editing, because it's like because I'm moving from the front yard to the backyard, and then resetting up. So that could be, 15 minutes where I have to, and I thought there's something not working. And I'm finally, last night, it goes, with these ones.
Anne's going. Okay, Anne, honey, enjoy your breakfast. We'll be here probably a little bit longer, so you can pop back in if you want to.
The little cord that goes to the iPhone, it needs to have it. The one they send me has 2 black ends, and you can't use it with an iPhone. You have to have the one that has the black end and one has the gray end, and that's $25 more.
And of course it is.
Shouldn't that be an option? Because it's like I think these were it was close to, I think it was like $350 for these.
Yeah, the learning curve for the M50 had that issue too. There was a plug that you could plug in. You were supposed to be able to get everything over on Bluetooth. I had such a hard time that then, of course, after I had pretty much given up and put it aside, that's when they bought me the card for it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to mess with it.
Yeah. And so, I think some of those people, like whether they have a team of people that are helping, that's the other
Yeah.
thing. But
Yes.
also learning because I know years ago, like with my music, people go, man, you're all over Twitter. And it's like, actually, I don't really understand Twitter, but I have Twitter that if I post something here, it goes to Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I had
Very.
things set up that if I go and put it in one place,
Yeah.
it's got 5 places to go. So it looks like I'm doing all those things where I'm not, so yes, if we lift each other up and hold each other
Mm,
accountable for honesty in love
yeah.
without condemnation, the victory has already been accomplished.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I had to get out from under was a huge cloud of condemnation, and I was going deeper and deeper into just darkness.
Hmm.
And that's one thing I feel like with, Marina's my co-host and some of the people that have really come into my life and had that kind of open honesty. It's made such a difference to have them walking beside me. Because you
Hmm.
really do want to choose people in your circle that you want to be like,
Yes.
that
Like,
you admire something within them that,
mhm.
and you don't really want to walk with people that their stuff is scary. Like too scary that the way it affects you.
Well,
There's
it's that.
grace, there's that inner circle, and then there's like, okay, well, you get the mezzanine.
Yes.
You get,
Yeah.
away
Yeah.
from
Well, actually,
like,
so what I had shared with you the other day was
yes.
because I read this thing about being balcony people. It was a little book, and it was
Mhm.
about being balcony people for people in their lives.
Mm.
And you
Yeah,
think about, those that are in the balcony, they're up high, and they want to
yeah,
bring you up and to be
yeah,
there. But also, if you end up being, you want to be on the mezzanine floor, well, then it's
yeah,
like, well, I'm going to actually come down and I'm going to sit with you in this place, but I'm not going to condemn you or
thanks,
fault you for struggling in the
yeah.
space. I'm always going to try to lift, you up to a better place. And same with another balcony person. You would be each other's balcony people,
Yeah, yeah,
and so it became this kind of term
I
of
like that.
endearment that I would use with some of my friends. I have to cough again. Ugh.
I have that too, and my asthma gets worse later in the day ever since I had the C. Yeah, I know, Storms. Hey, you're
Get the
still
popcorn
there?
out.
You can come
Mm.
in, come up. Yeah,
Mhm.
I dwelled on how much I hated lies.
Mm.
To hate truly. This is a
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, we can't be in a place even you go, okay, I don't want to be around these wrong things. I don't want to be
mhm.
and I have the ability to say, you know what? I'm not going to
Yeah,
entertain and be over in this area with these people. But it's like, but I just, you know, bless them and let them go over there. I don't need to
yeah,
be friends. I don't need to, please like me. As a musician, I've learned to go, I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
yeah.
And
I'm
so I
definitely
just,
not.
it's you go for those that want to listen, you may drink the
Yeah,
tea. And then there are those people that come along in this side of my career who are like, hey, so I heard that you're Maureen Washington and you are a jazz singer, and I'm just wondering if and it's like what you don't get is it's like Jason said, I poop. It's not like I'm something
yeah,
above. I'm just like everybody else, working the
mm,
business and trying to make it work. And then there are people who they want to get to know you because they go, keep your enemies close because they want to
mhm.
catch in. And you do have to have discernment of who are
Yeah,
people that are balcony people in your life and who are people
mhm.
that um they just want to drag you down. You
Yeah,
go, hey,
that's what
I
I
did
meant.
this.
I was it was almost like being under a cloud all the time, and
Hmm.
I didn't realize it because I was under a cloud watching my mother go, "Oh, Quee, so sweet. Okay, I didn't know you were still in the bushes.
Thanks
Oh,
so
when I
much.
have to come over and visit you, man. That's awesome. Thanks for blessing my friend.
Thank
Appreciate it."
you.
That happened to Laura when she was on the live with me. She was blessed, with a super chat too. They're my
Hmm.
older
That's my
son.
third one ever. Yay!
Yay!
My older
I'm
son's
gonna love it. I'm gonna put a heart on it. Heart.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ah.
Oh, good for you, Gulf Coast Granny. Yeah, because you're there for your son first and his emotional well-being in that moment. And yeah, I would have to put stuff aside too in a situation like that for my child, because of their pain, whatever pain they're feeling. But yeah, when you make music, you tune in and vibrate the eternal jam. And sometimes you get to see God in a way. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that
true.
is, yeah, it is
That's
100%
especially
true.
true with worship. Worship when you do worship, it's almost like, and everybody that I've known, at least that has kind of hearts like us, um, they feel that bubble come down. Like you'll be practicing and things will be going weird, and then you get within the family of God and the congregation, and you pray for the Lord's Spirit to come down, and it happens, and you just feel a bubble almost around you of
Mm.
His Spirit, and it's just a different feeling. Got like you're not necessarily guiding, but you are guiding others into that place. You're preparing. You're helping prepare the way and wash.
Mhm.
The songs kind of can wash away some
Mhm.
of that gunk that you come in with, and it's just yeah,
Mhm.
it's amazing. I
Mhm.
agree totally, Jason. Totally.
Yeah, it happens. It happens in the non Christian world as well. Like in the
Yeah, it
non,
does.
just in the, it's in lounges and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It does happen there too. And it's even with my, because
yeah,
not all my musicians, they're not churchgoers or believers, and but there still is this creative, because it's God created music, and so you get this beautiful connection that happens,
yeah.
and it's just like, and there's just this elevation that takes place, and people get washed with it. But the cool thing is, when you're the singer, the first person that
I think that's
that
quite.
gets it first is me.
Yeah,
I comes
yeah.
into me, and
That's
then it
right.
pours out. So it's
Yes,
like,
and I miss that. I totally miss that feeling of that
mhm,
because it's a
mhm,
different. It's almost a different pouring out than just you. It's almost that extra measure that I miss when you are doing like leading worship. But
mhm,
my voice and my ears are completely shot. I can do it for myself now, and that's fine. But yeah, I won't ever, I don't believe, unless the Lord does some amazing healing or something in me and gifts me, I won't be
mm.
doing teams anymore. Good. DIY America, are you another channel? Also, do you have other channels? It's nice to have you in here, but I'm just wondering if Cornfed Life has a couple channels. I'm just wondering if that's one of their channels. It was so funny because we were just talking about that, people who can handle multiple channels, and we're just trying to handle one. Jazz Hall of Fame. Well, she has two. I take that back. Uh-uh. Are you okay, Maureen?
I am. It's just, I have to respond to this person, because she
Okay.
says, I just saw your post on the bread. If you know,
Yay, Storms!
can I get another order?
Ta-da! Storms is here.
Hey,
Well,
kitty
since you
man.
twisted my arm.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, it hurts.
Should have twisted Angel, but she's, I think, relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after about 10 minutes, when she's on the StreamYard, her phone gets extremely hot.
Oh, I forgot
Right.
about that
Yes.
issue.
Yeah.
Darn it.
That's why she's not on my lives for very long.
Mm-hmm. And can you, like, when she's using her phone, can she still see the chat? Because I can't see the chat when I'm.
She
What
puts
did
it
I
up on
miss?
her TV.
I missed something that
Oh.
Darth X said because you're responding to it, but it's not coming through StreamYard. I
Yes,
don't
Yeah,
see
chat
it.
has been weird today on
It has been
YouTube.
very weird. But that one was my bad, and also Renaissance Grandma had moved over, and I didn't know it at first. She had moved over to the other chat. That's why we couldn't see her in my chat. That was so funny. We're like, oh, they are taking her out. We can't see her. And then
Huh.
we realized she was over in Peach. Okay, Cornfed too. Can't handle any of our channels. You're too funny.
Just pick this one let us in. We'll use this one today.
Right. I've thought of that. Like, just open some channels when you have the idea, so you've got them. But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So
there we go.
the Storms, do you usually have this much beard on you?
No, but it looks nice.
Being
It
lazy.
does.
It
Oh,
looks
okay.
nice on you.
Thank
though.
Because I
you.
was like, have I seen him with a little bit of shadow? And it's like
Yeah.
that's got a little bit of white in there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It
a little
looks
white
nice.
there, but
You know,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
the type of face. you can do
getting
good.
old gracefully.
Yeah. We won't talk about the ones that are under my all natural hair dye.
Mhm.
It's so weird
Yeah.
when they start to come in, and it's almost like there's a separation between my head and my hair, as if there's some
Mhm.
kind of universe in between.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to have that one where, there's a couple people that
That's
just have the white strip and you're like, why can't I just have that one?
Yeah,
No, I
the
have one
cool
here, one
one.
here. It's like pieces all over.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. That just seemed like we talked about it a while ago. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't see that though. That
yes, he
question,
did.
Dorothy.
I did
Did
see
you?
him. Yeah, he did ask if he had a video about it.
Oh, it must
I
have
did.
been a little while back because I'm not finding it in the side chat. Like after Gui, it's not after Gui, and I go before Gui, and I don't see it. That's so strange. Are you on StreamYard side or your page, Maureen?
I'm on. What do you mean? Oh, over
Are you on
here on the
YouTube
screen?
page or are you in StreamYard?
That's it. I'm in YouTube, but I'm in StreamYard here.
Okay. Oh, you've got the two. I can't do that.
Yeah, I've got two screens here.
I can't. Don't think I could do that right now. Maybe later.
Yeah, you
Default.
can. You just need to have this, some stupid cable that's plugged or not. You need to have some
That happened.
cable.
Yeah.
And
That-
then you
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's like it's like if you were to ask me how to set this up, I wouldn't have a clue. How to do the interface, how to do the board. Like when I needed to take the board down, and use it for a gig, it was like, oh dear, if I take it off, I don't know what buttons go into what anymore. So
Yeah, mine are actually pink, purple, and a little bit of blue. And Maureen, the diva, is known for those little red glasses. That is part of her look. I'm sorry, I space cadeted a little bit on that.
Yeah. Well, these are
Please
what I
forgive me.
wear for regular, But when I'm on here so that I can actually see better, I wear these little drugstore cheaters. And they were cool, about 15 years ago, but not so much now.
Yeah. Yep, it's all on his timing, Green Country, because I knew about Malachi before I even had Hannah, before I even had children. I was told I would have a son named Isaiah, and that's his first name. But he goes by the middle one because that floored us that he even had a name that was among the prophets that he came in with. So, and I think it was like message. I think his Malachi means message from the Lord too. And he was born on actually the date, like the month and the day, not the year that my brother had passed. And my parents, like, that devastated my mother. So it was like there was something good on that day now for her. It was her grandson's birthday. Yeah. But yeah, I understand that. It took a long time for us to get him. That's what holds me together when it's like, what in the world has happened? Yeah, messenger of God. That's what the Malachi means. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is that, it is a real difficult journey that you will be on forever because,
True.
my youngest is 29 and they have grown up and yours, I'll stay,
grows. Yeah.
but he'll stay a certain age and that's what you will have. And, barring a miracle,
Mhm.
from the Lord, you know,
That's
just
what
a
we're
miracle of
hoping.
healing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we were
Right.
having that discussion about how Lord can heal too, even if you have to take medication. And some of
Nobody
these
wants
kids,
to use
they
that.
they do need a little help. And it that was being discussed today. And it's like, well, if a child was diabetic, you wouldn't tell them to wait on the Lord if they needed insulin. Give them the insulin, pray that the Lord heals them of that diabetes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was kind of one of those conversations because there
Mm.
are children who have been born to drug and alcohol parents and have been
Mhm.
exposed to that in utero, and it messes up their brain chemistry.
Yeah. FAS.
Oh, wow. Gulf Coast Granny. Wow. That must have. Oh, bless you. That would be so hard to not have your
Mhm.
mama
Mm.
like when your baby's born. Hello, kitty.
Well, he's walking.
Oh, the kitty show. Yeah, I forgot. We have the kitty show. I sent Barry, I don't know if you saw it, but I sent him the short where lions do the same thing. There was a lion. These guys had a lion in their house
Mhm.
in the short, but they're trying to game. They're trying to play like some game system. The lion wants to play with them and is like,
Mhm.
ha. And, the guy has this stick, taps him on the nose, like, no, you can't eat me. Then he goes around and sits right in front of their camera, like his cats. And he also sits on the game system, is what it looked like his cats sit on the keyboard.
Yeah,
They
it's
go,
like, what are you doing? You're busy typing? No, pet me.
yeah, that's right. It's all about me.
You're going live? Oh, no. Pay attention to me.
That's my camera here.
Yeah, 4 hours, up until 4 hours
Thank
before
you,
that,
Garth.
they were all sleeping.
Mm,
Yeah.
Who
They're
was
all
that?
outside except him. He
We
can't
do.
go outside because he picks fights.
we do love his
Mm.
cats and seeing them. Yep,
Mhm.
they are. That's what I thought when I saw that lion video. I'm like, look at that. They're all like, I'm just glad, Barry's not living with a lion. That's
Mhm.
all. That's a good
So
thing.
what's
Wouldn't have
this
a
one's
problem
name?
with that.
Mhm.
No.
Mhm.
Mm.
What's this one's name?
This is Dark Paw.
Dark
love-
Paw.
I love Dark Paw. He's one of my favorites.
Right, and he's got like the stuff on his weird little mustachey thing.
Is that Dark Paw
Kind
with the mustache?
Yeah.
I
so.
think it is.
Yeah, good memory. My daughter could remember the horses at the barn by looking just at their hooves and the coloring.
Jack has
They
the
had-
full on,
yeah.
like
Go ahead.
me.
He's got a full beard.
He's got a full beard. Is
Yeah.
Jack around or is he outside?
He's messing around outside.
Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness, like that.
So are all the
Backtrack-
kittens
Go ahead.
gone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
adopted
Oh.
them out. Oh, there's the paw that I love.
Yeah, that's the thumb.
So cute. So cute. I can see the little print, the little beans.
That's the
Little
thumb.
beans.
I can't. He hates when I show it.
Darth Paw.
Right. Darth Paw. Love it.
My daughter Lily
Mhm.
made a comic. This was long before she got Dark Paw as a kitten, and she
Yeah.
said, "Well, I'm just gonna name him after my cartoon."
Mm.
So she named him after her cartoon.
So then how old is Darth Paw?
Hmm. 2 or 3 years old.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. Round about that time where that mess happened,
Mhm.
it was me and the ex.
Mm.
Sorry.
She didn't get to take him with her. I was devastated because I knew how much she loves her cat.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then Dark Paw, I kept the door to their room closed all the time.
Yeah.
And he would go to that door and he'd start crying.
Oh.
They don't forget.
No, they don't. Animals don't. Yeah, that maybe, God just left him. Maybe you needed a cat there that understood your feelings too. That was kind of mirroring everything. That's so sad.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do have such attitudes, and they have their own attitude and their own little personality. Our 2 dogs, completely different types of personalities. They both just sweet, though, very sweet. What's funny is they both mirrored after Hannah. They're very sweet, and they have some anxiety, like a little bit, a little anxiety, and they're supposed to be the emotional support pet, and yet this second one has so much anxiety that she needs Xanax, like with Hannah going to work because she gets worried sick. She's got
I
herself.
don't know where she went. I don't know if she's coming back. What will
Yeah.
we do?
What
Who
will
will
we
feed
do?
us?
Yep. Yep. She got herself her stomach, like a stomach thing going on, just like a human can get. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
At first, it was a different vet that we saw when we went in, and she was not feeling well. And he's like, "Oh, it's her teeth." And I'm like, "Yeah, we know it's her teeth, but she's got a heart palpitation, and that, any cleaning under, putting her under could kill her."
Hmm.
But what was funny was we had given her a Xanax to go to the vet so she wouldn't make herself even worse. As soon as that Xanax kicked in, she was just fine. She went happy and came home and ate. So it was all her churning up herself. Which was Twinkie because he has oh no, he'll eat anything. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's so crazy.
Wow.
But it really does help her. It's sad that she has to take it, but her stomach is messed up to the point where we can't just give her anything for food-wise, so I can't, like, try natural foods and all that.
How
There's
old is
Jack.
she?
The dog, she's 10. She's
Oh,
an adult.
wow.
Oh, hold on, Barry.
Yeah.
I sent you that email, by the way, to become an administrator so you can click on stuff.
Which one did you send it to?
Maybe the Marine one that you sent yours from that night.
I'll go and look at my spam. Maybe it went into my spam.
Yeah, maybe. He's so cute. Aw.
So cute.
Now you just need to get a program that makes those pictures talk, like of your cat.
That would be too creepy.
Yeah, it would be.
No, it's just saying the little thoughts.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the little mouth moving and stuff.
Yeah, isn't that crazy cute? I know.
This new security camera, I can keep track of where they're at out there in the yard. Unless they go in the front yard, then I don't.
All right, DIY. That was nice to have you come in on the other channel, DIY America. I said America, I think 3 times. It's American with an N. Have to get up and join. Oh, well, then okay.
Good luck trying to pretend you're a morning person. We hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diva's got her chickens.
Have a good night.
Have to deal with the child taking her early. Yes, have a good night. Enjoy your morning time. Yeah, I missed that. Last time I got a morning thing with ladies, we went to this breakfast spot. It was before I went on my elimination diet, knew what might set off my belly because of not having, the gallbladder. Well, I saw Eggs Benedict, and I was like, oh, that's my favorite. I was in the bathroom after I ate it. Here I am trying to socialize with my friend and her other friends that are there.
Oh.
And I ate it, and I was like, I've got to go to the bathroom. And then I was stuck in the bathroom. It's like the first time meeting these women. I wanted to die.
And when you're in the bathroom for a half hour, they know something's not right.
Right. Exactly. And I had my kids with me. It's like, what? I had Hannah with me. I didn't have Malachi, but yeah. I can't tell you, like, I can't go out to restaurants and with friends because I think I get caught up in the conversation, and then I'm like, yeah, I can eat that. And I end up
you're like, nope.
Yeah, I can mix those 2 foods. No.
Hello,
you cannot.
Grumpus.
Hey, Grumpus. Good to see you.
Hey, Grumpus.
I've got to open your page on my other.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and the
don't have
only
her.
thing I got was just the link. It's just the link for I think it was just the link for here. Maybe not.
I just wanted to open his page because
Maybe I didn't do it right. Oh.
I'm on his page right now. Share him. I gotta share some channels. Same thing with Gulf Coast. They're doing quite well with their subscribers. That's one thing. Like, I wonder if you all noticed that you got closer to their goals if they either took something away from you or suddenly it's like, oh no, we're going to change that rule. And now you have two. I mean, at least they have that lower goalpost. But yeah, I feel like they
Yes.
kind of take away. So to push you more, to make more content for them. And I've got to get it through my head. It needs to make 8 minutes, at least 8 minutes. I've got to get that
Yes.
through my head because they'll push it out.
They'll push it out more.
Yes, they'll push it out more. That is,
But
I'm sorry, that's Grumpus on Fire's link. I'm going to get yours, Gulf Coast Granny. Whoop, whoop. Go ahead, Marie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, what was what we were talking about? Because I was wondering at what do you look at your clock time before you do the live and then look at it afterwards?
I look at it afterwards, but I look at it like even a day afterwards. What I'm having a problem with is they're not giving me time, it looks like, on some of my lives, and I'm looking through my email to see if I did something wrong.
Right.
In studio.
Well,
like
what you're doing today will not show up because today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, I know
see
that.
this till Wednesday.
Yeah,
what I have done though is just before a live is I go and I look. This is before they were doing the 5-day thing, but I would go and look and see what my hours were at. Then I would do the live and try to do some of the math by looking at whatever I was going to have. What I'm kind of supposed to suspect, but because I'm always losing hours from other ones, and I'm finding that they do them at 11 o'clock at night. That's when we find out what the hours. So going at the end of the night, but go at the end of the night, and then you check in the day to see.
Well, that's what I've been doing. Like I've been sending you. Like I just checked it. Look, they took hours right after my live, and I just did another live the next day, and they backed up hours instead of like what the heck? It just seems weird that as I'm making them, they're backing up that exact amount. And then when I look later, and it is later from the live, under the live about how many hours I might get. I have one right now alive that has Zippo. And I know
Hey, Dolores.
I had plenty of people in that side chat. I am so sorry, Miss Dolores.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Dolores. There she is. Hey, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm a little passionate about this thing with the hours right now. It's like ping pong.
Well, because it's like you're working hard. But I was thinking about it, like when I was on your channel tonight, watching your video. It was like because it's your subscriber count is 1,030 or something, right?
Yeah, 30 something. Yeah.
And it was like I stopped and I went, "Can you believe it, Carol, that you made it over the 1,000?"
I did.
Like I just went.
I gotta think of that. That's true.
It's like we struggled and we kept going and so it's like, we need to look at those things because it's like
it's true.
If you go 6 months ago, did you think you were going to be
over 1,000? No, over 1,000.
No. I was, I'm always hopeful.
Yeah, I was hopeful. I was hopeful that it might happen because I'm actually paying attention to it more this time. We have that Gulf Coast Granny thanks to this lady right here. She had me loaded onto my laptop. I had the app on my phone. The only problem I have with vidIQ is when I go to other people's channels, and I'm talking like people who have millions of subscribers, and you see they've got so many views, and they're like, oh, this is only like a 61% out of 100. And I'm like, what?
Ouch.
Oh,
Mhm.
thank you, Grumpus on Fire. Yeah, thank you all for your, subscribing to me, and I really appreciate it. Really do.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, Dolores, you had some like knowledge on that. You're welcome to come up on panel too and speak into that.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be awesome. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't know
that
how to do the playlist. I couldn't remember how to do it. I put together two on my channel, but I can't remember how I did it. So I had to look up, how to do it again.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah, I'm
it's
trying not
that
to because I didn't used to care at all because I wasn't going to monetize. But
Mhm.
now that I'm going to, it's like I'm
Well,
watching those
because
hours because I'm
so
close.
well, why is that happening? Because there's Maureen behind you going, "Come on, Carol. Go, Carol. Go, Carol. Go." It's like, "What kind of friend
Oh,
are you, Maureen? Could you just be kind and no, Carol, come on. Come on."
yeah.
Stop
Yeah,
slacking.
Dolores, those analytics are not easy to understand. And
Mm-mm.
like I said, how they just gave me 0 hours underneath in studio for one of my lives that I know I had people in, plenty of people that stayed, and I can't find something from them that says I broke some kind of rule.
As
I
soon as you get
usually,
used to the algorithm, they change it.
yeah, so it seems like. But yeah, I don't need to let it bother me. I got plenty of
Mhm.
other stuff going
Yeah,
on.
enough on your plate as it is,
Thank you.
dear.
Yeah, the posting problem, yes, is real. But that's why I've been doing lives too, because they usually give you more hours for lives. So maybe they're backing. I hope they're not backtracking on that because, whoa,
I keep dropping off here. But there is one thing, Carol, is that if you do the live and like, because I know you look right away, but
yeah.
because I know that there is a point where it says
Thank you, Grumpus.
views happened since it was published,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
during live, and so I wonder if you have to go into the analytics and you would actually see not just zeros
Let me see
under
if I can
it.
find the one
Mhm.
that's in there because I was like, what is going
Yeah, that's what
on?
I've done, Dolores. I've added a lot of. Well, I went way back and started adding videos to my playlist. I think it's called favorites.
Yeah. I
Mm,
forget
mhm.
how to make a playlist of my own stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I can go and click on somebody
Yeah,
else's video, but for some reason, I can't figure out how to do it on my own again.
right. I think it's in
Set your playlist in
but yet
YouTube Studio,
it's like
each video
you go,
added.
I know customization.
Okay. Okay, it is in YouTube Studio. Okay.
like I don't. I like I've said, before that I don't want to be monetized, but I would like to have the subs
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the hours. I mean, I don't want to put videos up and just nobody watch them.
Thank you to
Mhm.
whoever subbed me. Oh, Glenn liked mine. He went, ha! I'm a Florida gardener. Yes, I did put out a short and a video today, by the way. Yes, I did. I
Woo
am
woo.
trying.
Woo
I am
woo.
trying to post. Thank you. I am trying to post. I'm
Mhm.
trying to find that
Well,
video
when you
though.
are when you are in YouTube studio, like if you're just going down,
Yeah.
in the middle section, there is it does have playlists right there, and you can type in new playlist and name it, but there is another place to go and edit them and to give them, description as
Yeah.
well. But you can just do it right from the YouTube studio page
I'm
as you go
trying to
down to put it in which playlist,
Okay.
right? Mhm.
You're gonna have to explain it to me when I'm not looking for this video because I got it. My brain went in and out and in and out because now I can't.
Okay, yeah.
Now I can't,
I
of
hear you.
course, find the one where they gave me absolutely nothing. Maybe it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the neurodiversity and diet Fri-Yay has. It says uploading. But it's been stuck on uploading, and that it says I've gotten none,
Mm.
like Zippo. But that was
Restrictions, none. Sorry,
today.
put it back up.
Did it
Put it
say
back up because you
restricted?
have restrictions, none. So it's nothing. So it's not
Yeah.
saying there is no quality uploading, and then bring it back down. Pull down the streamed. Okay, and so then where is the number that says no links, no
No,
views on it.
there's nothing on it. Like, it's not there. Like, hold on, let me show one that has it.
Is
The
that in your
analytics are just completely not even there.
since
Like, there's
published
the
views?
analytic. I know that's the analytic box. The
You,
other one's
you,
published
you
too.
may
I
have
should,
to give that a few days.
yeah, maybe that's it. It is hiccupy right now too.
Yeah.
It's like kind of hiccupy.
Yeah. That's so strange
Weird.
because it's like, why is it saying that it's taking time to be loaded?
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm making me nervous. I don't know if we said anything in there, but it's not saying that I did. Yeah, yeah, I try. I'm trying to do that for sure. I did that with Marine.
They'll spend that $8
Oh,
all
okay.
at once.
Yeah, see that I need it in writing. That was a good thing to do. Where the heck is the details? Where is that? What's details under though? Because I'm in studio. So I just nope, not scroll down there. I must
I
go to
can't.
content maybe.
I can't do it through the phone. It just
I can share my page here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am doing
Oh, it's right at the top, the playlist, but that just takes me to all my playlists I already
Let-
have.
but
let
you're
your
on you're
co-host bring hers up because it would make more
Yes,
sense.
yes. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But
Oh,
this
I
is
didn't realize you had it there.
yeah.
Swear I'm not drunk on
Yeah.
anything.
So then in the studio here, this is where you told me to go for customization,
Yeah, the
which is
customization. Yeah.
fantastic. So here's the description. And it is, we're still streaming, so it's not going to do anything. But I go down here just partway through and it says playlists. And I go Deep in the Dirt live session,
No,
digging in the
wait,
dirt.
do that
But
again.
if I
Where
wanted
were
to make,
you? Wait, where were
okay, let
you?
me
I'm
just go
sorry. Do that
back.
again for me. I'm so sorry.
Yep. Okay, so here's the title here.
Uh-huh.
Then here's the description, and then if you just scroll down a little ways, it'll show you playlists here.
Okay.
See that? And then
Yeah.
when I click the down, then I can do new playlists, or I can add it to any of these, and as many as I want. I can go click, 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 and add it to all of them.
That was all
Right?
under details? Or what,
Um,
on the side? What did you
It's
click
below
on?
details. So here's the here
Yeah.
is your title, there's your description, and then I'm sorry because there's all
No, I
this
meant the
vidIQ.
details on the side, the click on the side, how it has customization stuff. So you've got
Oh,
details open.
yeah, it's just in there under yeah. Yeah, well, it's because I'm in that specific
The comment, right? So true. That's not
Yeah.
it's no joke. I've heard that from mother. Well, my daughter even said, "Why do you want to do it? You're getting AdSense." And she's like, focuses on sense in that word, mom. Thanks, dear. Thank you. So uplifting.
Yeah, someone said, "Oh, I just got a $125
Oh, okay,
check
Dolores.
for
Okay.
6 months." Mhm.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, the phone
Dolores.
does show
Yes,
different
it
than
does.
yeah,
We
I do
we did that one night. We did that. We compared
Mhm.
Diva and I behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Diva. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
does.
do prefer to do the studio.
Oh,
There's
yes.
more details here. So,
Mhm.
I want to get some
I miss our
Gatorade. I'll be back.
GT. He must be busy, Mr. GT.
My
Miss
goodness.
him. Well,
mhm.
thank you. Thank you for showing me that. I'll have to do it like she said from the from here
From your
instead
computer.
of my phone, from my computer, from my laptop.
Mhm.
And there's the link for you, Dolores, if you want to come up. I hope it went over
Yes,
into
yes.
theory.
Yes. Oh,
More,
yeah,
it's a
it's
more.
not,
Yeah, and you know what? Oh, go ahead. Were you gonna? I'm sorry.
oh, because she's in mine, I think, right? Is Dolores in mine? No, she's in yours.
She's
No.
she might have to set something up. Yeah, exactly. And we have another friend who showed us her views and then showed us how much she was making. And it was, what was that? Like 60 she had gotten, or 40,000 views or something. And it was like $20. something
Mhm.
like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that totally was crushed us a little bit to see that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
gotta
what?
it's when you're when you're in the 50 the 20 to 50,000 subs group,
Mm.
that's when you actually start, making money that you can, hey, I can buy a week of groceries, you know.
Yeah. Like yeah. I want to know about the banana. Talk to you about that, uh, Jason, because there is this thing going around where they're like it's genetically modified and it's like it's hybridized. I can see that you could say it's somewhat genetically modified, but if you're putting that in articles, the first thing people are thinking is GMO. And it's
Mm.
they're now looking to do a GMO. I think it's the Cavendish. I can never say that right. And oh, here she is. Here's Dolores. Everybody, welcome to the stage.
Hey.
Dolores, welcome,
Hello,
welcome.
Dolores.
Oh, it's been a good night.
What was that?
So I hope you all are having a good night. Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can hear you now. It was a little muffled at first.
Yeah, I saw you all doing it. The desktop does differently. Listen, when I first started this, I got thrown into it and then I got a hang of it. I actually manage people's channels. So it's like now I've gotten the
Wow.
hang of it. And
Wow.
so
Wow.
That is
you
impressive.
learn the ins and the outs of it.
Yeah.
So my channel, I have some content, but not as much as I should because
Mhm.
I do a lot of graphics and managing lives and
I
different
was just
things.
going to ask you that, what program you liked for the graphics, because I love your icon. It's beautiful.
So
But
beautiful.
actually, I colored it and then I just did the little on my channel. There's like a little fire, pink fire around it.
Mhm.
Um, but I normally use Canva.
Okay.
Oh,
I
Canva. Okay.
invested in Canva and tell people Canva and StreamYard are your best friend.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So did you though get the paid version of Canva? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I know with that it helps me with um like helping people with their business. I can do
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
things with that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, do
Mm.
the graphics for people's shows and podcasts.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah, I only use the free version and a little bit of it because that's where
Mhm.
my niece designed my logo, Despawn, where she designed this logo and helped me design the t-shirts and stuff. But I just use Snappa. It's just because I'm one person and it's simple, and so I
Yeah.
do have a paid version of Snappa,
Just
and
works for your brain.
it
Just
does.
yeah.
Because Canva is like it's amazing, but it's like, where is it and how do I make it not do that?
Yeah.
I
It's
can't
a
do that
lot. It's a lot going on
for
that. But
me.
I know a lot of graphic designers do prefer Canva, is what I've
Yes,
heard from people.
absolutely, absolutely, and because you can share things
Yeah.
really easily. So that's
Yeah.
the other
Yeah,
part.
Can you sell to what you're making as a digital
yeah,
product, Dolores, off of
Mhm,
there? Okay. Yeah, that's why I
yes.
didn't.
100%.
The only thing about it is you can't take the. Some people try to take the actual design and then
Mhm.
just sell it. You have to edit it, add something to it, change it, or
Change it a
you
bit.
can sell it. Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. That's good to know though, because that's a product that people are and have been making money on is digital products, even thematic units for teachers. They have Teachers to Teacher, I think is the site. And they've been doing that for a while where the teachers will buy units for to go through with the elementary kids or preschool kids
Yeah.
or
Mm.
just to add and enliven something to what they have going on.
No, with Canva, you can actually make the merchandise for yourself, but they can make
Yeah,
the merchandise for you,
yeah,
and
Oh,
then you,
it's got t-shirts and you just go and design the t-shirt right there.
now is
yeah,
Canva one that we can use with our shop or no? Like once we get the shop? Darn.
No,
Okay.
no, it's
Even
It's
with
just a
Canva now, you
few.
can make websites. Um, they allow you to make websites through them.
No, when you open the shop, that first tier that Maureen just got into, that first tier, you get to have your shop down below. I think it is, right, Maureen?
Mhm, mhm.
Below your
Yeah, so
video?
yeah,
So you can use Spring
Yeah,
and Spreadshop, and there's a couple of other ones that
but
you
not
can
Canva. Okay.
Canva is where you would go to design it.
Oh, and then
You know,
import it into those?
build the logo that you want.
Oh,
Mhm,
okay, okay. I thought
mhm.
you
yeah,
could
because you
just do
can
it
build a
all.
whole
Go ahead.
brand in there. That's
Yeah,
what State Hall was talking about. You can actually build a
Mhm.
whole brand in Canva from your logo to your merch to whatever you need to do. Now they're
yeah.
doing websites. You can build your website. Most people don't
Wow.
know you can make money before you even hit your goal on YouTube
Yeah.
because you
Wow.
can, if you got a business, promote it on your channel. Put the link out there in the
That's
description.
what
Drop
I
it in the
always
thing.
actually considered YouTube, Dolores. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but my ADHD compelled me. Um, that's what I had heard, and now, of course, my ADHD just farted, and I forgot what I was gonna say. God, I'm sorry, Dolores, I should have never cut you off. Right now,
Oh, yeah, no.
I'll just disappear for a little bit.
Oh, no.
No, I think what you were saying is that you were thinking, to have a business
Yes,
before you have a channel.
yes, that was what the thank you for getting me in that groove of my brain
Yep,
again.
yep.
It
That's what I'm here for.
I always got mad with this whole thing with YouTube and everybody, like, kinda stepping on each other's toes in the beginning to get that 1,000, that I was like,
Mhm.
"Hey, why don't we start a side business and this will just be our, free advertising, and, you
Mm.
can have money." But I could never, my problem, Dolores, was I could never think of that side business, like, to
No.
do. But what you just said,
Generally, it's whatever you kind of are good at.
yeah.
For me, my thing is like, okay, I can just help you do your stuff. Okay. That's what
Mhm.
everyone's like, can you help me
Yeah,
do my stuff? Like now I'm working with Auntie Ellen, see
that's
the other
wonderful.
side of like once you make the other side, how it looks on the other side. Doing
Mhm.
her emojis and our memberships and
Awesome.
I see that side now. Whereas some people it's just like, oh, well I grow things, so I like to sell things or I
Yes. Yeah.
am good at it, giving life advice or this
Mhm.
or that.
Mhm.
That's what they promote on their channels
Yeah.
before they even get monetized. And then
Yeah.
that's a way to kind
Right.
of get yourself out there. Also, if you got local businesses that are willing to work for you,
Yeah.
that's work with them. You can say, hey, come work. We'll work together. I'll promote you on my channel if
Mhm.
this is our business is. And that's
Yeah.
how it
Mhm.
goes.
Hmm. I didn't even, yeah, doing the footwork like you used to do. That's true. That's a good
Mhm.
idea. That's a really good input, Dolores. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, but my side hustle is like I'm really good at just laying around. I'm really good at that, and I can't find anybody to pay me just to lay around,
Yeah.
just recline. It's like,
I
dang
was just
nabbit.
talking about that actually, the lesson plans and the thematic units, Jason. I did used to like to do that, but I'm so out of it now. I don't know if my brain will click again, because even just looking at trying to go back to take the standard art test for the state of Florida, my brain was like, yeah, we don't do this vocabulary anymore, this educational fluffy stuff. We're not sure what they're really saying in here. It's educational fluff, but we don't remember what that means. So yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's teachers to teachers, I think, is one of them. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I know people make material. I know some people who use Canva to make materials for like their school lessons and other things. I've
Yeah.
used it for my nephew
Oh,
because
nice.
when my brother had kids, he was like, "You used to be a teacher assistant. I need you to help these." And I'm like, "Okay."
Wait,
So
what did
I
you
was like,
just
"He's
drop?
okay."
Teacher of physics? Is
No, I
that
used
what
to
you?
be a teacher assistant with little
Oh,
kids, and so
okay.
that's when he's like, "Okay, can you help help them. We need math. And so I made their little stuff in Canva and put a little
Nice.
book together for them to do during the summer. So it's fun and it's something to do.
That's awesome. And that's also something people are selling is the coloring books. Is that where they're making them in Canva?
Yeah,
Like
I've
some
made some in Canva, and I also
Cool.
have Canva. I do a lot of things. I'm
That's
trying to think
awesome.
about all the tutorials I put out. It's like I've done a journal, I've
Yeah,
done
I need
flyers,
to get on
QR
your
codes.
channel. Like, what the diddly do? Let me open your channel actually, Dolores. Hold on.
Try to do now once a week, do a tutorial.
Drop
This
your
week it was
link.
like three things. I was like, okay, I want to make a Father's Day shirt, but then I was like, I was gonna make a flyer, and which I ended up doing the flyer and the water bottle labels
Yeah.
for like water
Cool.
bottles and things like that. But they end up, I was like, well, I just need to make birthday things. And
Eh,
so I did do those things, but it was just for my birthday. I was gonna make a whole Father's Day thing, but I was like, okay, I'll let you. I have the shirt I made, but let's go on to something else.
That's awesome. So you can do all those designs right on there. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
then
That's
we did
why
one
I'm
person.
unsubscribed. I know I subscribed to you and Mrs. T and Miss T's, not Mrs. Oh my goodness, she'll get me. She'll get me for that. Her and the oh my goodness, the short she did on wanting a daddy. I said, "Oh, I can't wait for J3 to see this." Oh my gosh. But oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. So you can make the merch right on there, but you can also make it for special occasions. That's great.
Mhm.
Like to
Mhm.
sell for special occasions, like up and coming if you prepare them beforehand and then plug it
Mhm.
on your channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, happy Father's Day to the fathers out there and all the fathers
Yeah,
in
happy
heaven.
Father's Day to the papas.
That's right. The ones who did their job and stuck around, and for the single mamas that had to do both jobs.
Mm.
Happy
My
Mhm.
Mother's
house
Day
was
to you too.
celebrated today, and
Thank
I
you.
was like, it was choir thing to celebrate today and Sunday. And it was like, okay. And it's the kids that we had to explain this to. So they was like, no, it's Sunday. And I was like, no, we're going to celebrate on Saturday. They was like, well, why? I was like, because TT's birthday is on Sunday. And I'm like, it's just my day.
Yeah.
He's, we'll move him up. And TT just keeps.
Your mic is going in and out for me. I don't know if anybody else is having that.
Yeah, a little bit.
A
Oh my
little
God,
bit.
let me
Just
see.
a little bit. I don't know.
Let's get a little closer to it.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Storms, Raiders, and Cats for doing that. And yeah.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Much
Yes.
Oh,
better.
really
Oh, it's
good.
so good.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
I'll be
I didn't
Yeah.
set my headphones before I came in here. I gotta set these new ones up on StreamYard.
You know
Oh,
how that
that's
is.
nice and clear.
So
Yeah,
much
actually,
better.
Dolores, I was not subbed to you.
Yeah. Let me put her in there. And I'll put her in my chat. And
I'm
then
just a pink girl in my pink world.
I love it. Pink is
Yes.
my favorite too. I love pink.
Yes,
I
I've
love
always been like this obsession with pink.
Oh
And
wow.
so I was just like, oh, what can I do with my channel? Because I run a wrestling podcast channel on another thing. And then
Wow.
I'm like, that's how I kind of got into like doing this. They were when I got on their channel, they were like, take the keys. And I was like, how do I start this live? How do I run it? What kind of
Wow.
graphics are we supposed to be doing? And so I had to
Wow.
learn how to do it all. And so
Yeah, I was gonna
wrestling,
ask you. Self-taught, right? You're all
yeah,
self-taught. Wow. Kudos
Mhm.
to you, man. Woman. Sorry. Person. Human. All
so
right, good.
like, yeah, I generally talk about like sports and any. It's just about me and my little world. So that's why I
Mhm.
said it's a pink world, and generally some pink is in there somehow, but not like
Mm.
this week has been an overload because I decided I just woke up one morning and was like, I'm gonna just every day for like 10, 11 days give a fact about myself on the way to my birthday. My friends were like, this is crazy. I was like, I know. and I did it every day. I just uploaded my last one for Sunday, and I'm like, I'm
Oh,
so
it
over.
looks gorgeous though on the channel. I love that. That's so like I love your background too in the Find Out About Dora. I
Is
love
it your
Dolores.
birthday on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Well,
can't let
happy
anybody take that
birthday.
day. Yeah, happy
Thanks.
birthday. You
Yep.
on our
Happy
channels, you
birthday.
get something special when it's your birthday. Marine, do you want to do your thing? Are you up to it or no? Is your voice still gone?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dolores.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you.
yay! Happy birthday!
Birthday on Sunday
That
for
was
you.
beautiful.
That was gorgeous.
That was so
I,
beautiful.
I'm just a
Thanks.
goofball because I don't have that talent.
I
I'm
know,
the
but
hands
but
dancer. I'm the hands
that's
dancer.
right.
I
Exactly.
know. You gotta let it flow. I think sometimes I have on my channel just sing and dance, and no,
Oh,
good and
fun.
doggone well, I shouldn't have been doing it at all.
But it's it's having that I need I need the hype hands in the background. So you're my hype hands girl. You don't
Yeah.
just go happy birthday. You're not yelling out that. The hands are doing the thing. It's the
I'm
hype
trying to
hands.
go with that sweet, smooth voice
Flow.
that flows.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, I'm still in my pink. Oh, that's my bra. My pink tank top. I don't know what it is with me wanting to show my bra on YouTube. I have a short
Wow.
like that, like messing with it. Happy birthday from the side chat too. That was awesome, isn't it? I have like hit I want to say the friend lottery. Woohoo!
You're
My
too
friend
cute.
can sing. Hi.
Mm.
Wow. That's awesome. That's
So
kind of
yeah, I would
cool,
say like,
Garrett. Welcome in,
don't check
Garrett.
it on your phone. It's always gonna look weird on your phone. Check
It
it on the
is.
desktop because
Yeah.
that'll be the best way. Now I do tell people I have somewhat fallen in love with the new app because I was editing in Canva,
Mm-hmm.
but now I use YouTube Create, and so I'm in
Oh.
there constantly.
Yep.
I've used CapCut a little bit, but I love it because it's like the YouTube music is there, and you can
Mm-hmm.
edit all in one thing, and I ain't got to
Yeah.
worry. And plus, I can upload straight from the app when I'm finished, and
Yeah.
just start and send it straight to the thing.
So
But
is that app
Yeah.
for our phone, Dolores? The
do you have
YouTube
an
Create?
iPhone? I think it might
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
Android or something like that.
I wonder if they have one for us.
Yeah, I download the music while I'm doing my edits. I don't try to edit it.
Yeah,
Never try to edit in YouTube Studio. It's just like
it's
there's
a
a
pain in the
nightmare.
butt. It's a pain in the butt. Only thing I do
Yeah.
inside the YouTube Studio is when I set my premieres, I pick a certain whatever I'm feeling for the day, the intro. But most of my stuff has intros, so I
Yeah.
might do a minute or two, give people a chance to get in, so it can start, and then I might go back if I'm feeling good and do like the ending credits where it's just like subscribe and so. But other
Yeah.
than that, I don't do too much because I kind of try to imagine if it was me on the other end. Do I want to be sitting there 10 minutes and then you got a 10-minute intro and then we get to the video and there's like 2 or 3 minutes? That's
Yeah. Right.
Good evening, Garrett.
I know when everybody was doing those intros, some of them were getting quite long before you would get to what it was about.
I always say start at 10 because StreamYard sticks. So you might start at 10 and it might not come on to 7 or 5 or sometimes 4 and go live. That gives you a buffer. Also, if you back there fiddling with paper and stuff, you want to make sure you're ready and it gives you time to get
Yeah.
ready for your live.
I agree. That little delay that they give us between it's almost like what they used to do with TV, and I think they still do with live. You have like a certain delay in case something happens, they can just grab it and edit it out.
Yeah. Also, with a lot of the people I do be right back graphics, you never know what's gonna happen in the middle of the stream. You may have to
Oh,
get back and go pee. I
yeah.
pop that up
Mhm.
sometimes with a little music and I run off real quick. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
like somebody's knocking at your door, you gotta go, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah, Bio Sugar, that's what she has. Like when she's going from outdoors, or indoors to outdoors, she'll
Yeah.
have a be right back and
Yeah.
yeah.
I forget
I
who
just
else I saw had something like that too.
Sheena
Yeah.
does that on her channel as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. Sheena does too. But Sheena can also run OBS. Sheena's super
Okay, now
technical.
you're starting to say bad words.
I
Stop
know. I'm
saying those
sorry.
words
Please
that
forgive
I
me for
don't
cursing.
understand.
Please
That
forgive me.
techie stuff, that's what
Yep.
I was talking to
Wah,
Tori about when he came on
True.
my page, is that I have too many devices and too many things. And I'm just so techie where it's like, because
Yeah.
with the wrestling podcast, you might,
Yeah.
because I'm running their pot live, I
Yeah.
have to watch 6 things sometimes at the same time. And so everything is
Wow.
spread out across
Uh-uh.
the
Wow.
table.
Wow.
And I have to kind of like click and type and go from place to place.
I would just
Wow.
shut out. My brain would just collapse within itself, and I would
Pretty
not,
much.
be able to absorb anything. Be like,
When I
no,
produced the ball games for the high school at the radio station, it was just there. It felt like there were about 4 of me, doing 4 different jobs, maybe doing, each of me doing 2 jobs. So
Yeah.
it was crazy, but it was fun
I
because
bet.
I didn't have to DJ. I was just producing, and I would announce scores from other, high schools, and
Cool.
I'm not into sports, but
Yeah.
producing something like that is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just have to see it from behind the scenes to really,
To appreciate the
Yeah.
yeah.
stress level that you're under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe
I
me,
don't.
I slept good when I got home.
I bet. See, now I stress out easily. I used to have a job just when in high school, like a cashier, and they would put me in the bakery sometimes. I would go home and dream about that job. I would be ringing people out in my dreams.
Mhm.
My
Yeah,
anxiety,
I was
stress
hearing the
level is
phone
always
ring.
what?
I was actually hearing the studio phone ring, which had a special ring so it wouldn't go out on the airwaves.
Oh.
I heard it, and evidently my ex at the time, she was like,
Mhm.
"Did you know that you were cursing at the phone and the phone wasn't ringing?" And I said, "Tell me what I was saying." She told me, and I said, "This is job."
Yeah.
I was doing
Right.
like a trade thing where you buy, sell, and trade stuff over the radio,
hmm
and that phone was just driving me crazy. I said, "These people
Mm.
gotta back off," because it was like I'm taking care of somebody, writing down what they want to sell or what they want to
Yeah.
buy or whatever, and the phone's ringing on the other line. So I had 2 lines to choose from, and I was
Wow.
hearing it. I was hearing it in my sleep, and I was getting mad.
Yeah. So, yeah, it does. It follows you into your sleep when it's really like a stressful
Yeah.
job. But for me, it's like you never know what's going to be stressful for my system and what I'll be, stressing out about. It's ridiculous. But
Mhm.
Dolores, you sound like and like you have the gift of administration, is what we would call it in the church. Like that you can multitask pretty. That's your groove. That's your place. Is
Yeah,
that?
I had to learn how to do that because
Mhm.
I haven't been since I've had surgery on air, but normally times I'm on air while doing all of this. So I
Yeah.
have to like engage with people, laugh and joke, talk about because we do watch alongs. A lot of people don't really know about that. And it's like we all get together. I'm not
Yeah.
having to show it, but we all can start at the same point and watch the same thing live and
Yeah.
talk about our reactions and have a good time.
That sounds like fun. I know Dangerous Freedom, who's passed now, Ron used to have movie nights, but behind the scenes. Like the panel would spend time together and do like movie nights. And I always wondered how you did it on YouTube without
Yeah.
getting copyright claim and them just pulling the whole thing on you.
That's like today. I think I was playing Tori's game, but I had set it up for them
Wait.
to do the watch along. Everybody knows the pay-per-view comes on at a certain time or the show comes on at a certain time.
Yeah.
We all start at the same time. And so even
Okay.
people who come in know, okay, it's on this channel. We are watching the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And
So it's not broadcasting. You guys
Mm-mm.
have it on, and wherever you are, you're putting it
Yeah.
on something.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought it was somehow coming up on the panel. We're basically arguing over OBS, and no, no.
I have kind of gotten a little frustrated with it sometimes. And so, because I'm now into taking my personal streaming as far as like my video games and trying to think about putting it out there. And so I've been dealing with it. I'm like, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
I'd rather just stream on StreamYard and then just send it out like that.
Right. Yeah. Like use another device and just put a picture of what you're doing. Like, can you do
Listen,
that?
it took me a long time up until like maybe two months ago or so before I could even screen share, because most people don't know, unless you got a desktop or a PC, you cannot screen share on StreamYard.
Yeah, the phone, if you're doing StreamYard on the phone, it's a whole nother animal. I noticed that going live.
Yeah.
Some people
like-
can. If you have an iPhone, you probably can. If you go to your internet and do desktop mode, for some apparent reason, it'll do it for you all. But iPhone, it won't do
Never
it.
heard of that. You can go into what? Internet? What?
Yeah, and the internet on your phone and do desktop mode. That makes your
Okay.
phone into like your computer.
Yeah. I think that would
Oh.
be super tiny though for my eyes, like to read comments in desktop mode. Like I'd look very
Yeah, well,
I'd have, go ahead.
I have to cough. You say what you want to say.
Okay. And Grumpus is saying OBS looks intimidating at first, but it really is easy once you try it. Even I can do it.
Liar, pants
Great.
on fire. Whoops.
Great. Make me feel even dumber. Go ahead. Just throw that out there.
No, I
It's
just I
easy,
can't
that word.
I just told him, liar, liar, pants on fire. Pointed at him. Point at him, Carol. Point.
We don't point the usual way here, Dolores, because we don't do the 4 fingers back at you nonsense. If we're going to point at somebody, they get them.
Stern point.
They
Yeah.
get them all.
You get all the points.
Can't be using that easy word when I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I feel intimidated.
I think sometimes when you're like techie, it's easy. Like I just had a conversation with my friend who's a YouTuber, and before her first live, she was like, okay, I want to learn how to do this. And I was like, great, we're going to sit here and do it. And she looked at me at the end and was like, can you just run my live? I can't do this. And I was like, yeah, it's easy. And she was just like, I understand what you're saying, but for you, this is easy. For me, it is not. And I gotta cook, because she does cooking and stuff. It's like, so cooking, trying to pay attention to the chat, trying to pop up comments, trying to make sure the camera angles. I can't do all of those things. And I was like, well, girl, I got you. No problem. She's like, oh, okay. I think sometimes it's easier if you can to outsource some stuff, because some people just ain't got time for all that. Sometimes it's easier for you to just do it. For me, I try to sit down once at the beginning of the month, figure out whatever holiday it is, and just start doing graphics for it. Start doing graphics for the week at the beginning of the week, because you can pre-save those things to come out. You don't have to come out right then and there. So that gives you time if something happens. I had I had videos come out during the time that I had just had surgery. It was an emergency surgery. I didn't know what was going on. And so when I had it, it was still content coming out for me that I just had loaded up.
That's amazing. That's what you want it for. You want to stack for times like those where you just aren't going to be able to. Too. Like you don't think.
Exactly.
I do not know how to stack. I can't do the stacking. No.
It's just the fact that you go, I'm going to upload this video and I want it to come out on Saturday at 5. And then your next video, you go, I'm going to have it come out on Tuesday. It's just the term that you're
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I also don't have enough content, I mean, to do that. Like, I don't
Yes.
yeah, that part
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
also don't know how to do that, how to schedule something coming out, like a video like that. I don't.
You
It's
just go up and you just say, play it now, like release it now when you do a video.
Yeah, I just upload when I'm done with the doing all my editing, everything, I just go in and load it up to YouTube and to the video and yeah, just
okay.
go.
So normally when you schedule and you go to like the next steps,
Mhm.
there's a step that it asks you, do you want to premiere? Do you want to schedule?
Oh,
You
I
can
must
you
Do you
can
want it
add
private or
schedule.
unlisted?
Yeah.
So you
okay.
can
So that's in
that's
is that YouTube Studio?
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, because I
And
don't
you
upload through YouTube Studio. I usually do it right.
If you do it through StreamYard, you can schedule too. And
Okay.
some people don't know that you can schedule your videos through StreamYard. Like if you got a
yeah, I've
pre-made
never
video.
tried I've never tried that
I've
myself.
never tried that either. Like I wouldn't even know how to do
I
that.
do that for one of the shows on the podcast lately
So
because I'm not on there.
do you upload your videos through YouTube Studio on your phone?
No, I
Uh,
don't. Oh yeah, Dolores. How do you?
I've done both. Today I just did it through my PC, but this week I've been using my phone to upload.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
upload my
usually do.
shorts through my phone.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the best way because that it'll pick it up that it's short.
Like,
It's
look whose
mhm.
face is on my page when I open it. And look, he's
Me.
so cute.
with
Who
with
is that
5 chickens.
creator? His
5
chicken
chickens on
babies.
Yeah, and with StreamYard, a lot of people StreamYard don't tell people what to do essentially. But you can pre-record a video and then upload it as like a live and send it out.
Hmm.
So most of the time I tell people, including myself, make sure you're in the chat because if somebody got a question or they
Yeah,
want to comment or they want to say something,
yeah.
I've been in chat sometimes and I'm like, hey, how
Mm,
everybody doing? Oh, why? How did you do that? And I don't get no response.
mm, yeah. That's yeah, I haven't done a premiere yet. I see people doing that's like the thing to do as new creators. I guess they're being told, you get
It's a
more
great it's a great way because it is like you're doing a live.
live.
So
Okay.
so if it's a 10-minute video and you've got, 10 people all watching it at the same time, right? So then that's 10 times 10, so that's 100 minutes that you just grabbed onto all together as you're
Yeah.
chatting about it, right? And
Right.
then the cool thing is that because you already in that first 10 minutes already had 10 people jump on, or let's say even
Yeah.
had, more, well then that algorithm is gonna go, "Hey, people really like this video. We should push it out more." So
Okay. So then it
that's
might
one of
get
the
more
reasons.
views after you
Mhm.
premiere it. Got it.
Yeah.
And you get the timing like you would for a live, like the time, the
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, because everybody that's watching,
Yeah.
they're all watching at the same time, so you're getting all that 10 minutes all at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Also, they might get priority in the algorithm.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
And plus, it gives people a forewarning that you got something coming out. So, like on
Yep,
my
so then
channel right now, you see that today was at 12 o'clock. Today and tomorrow, I have not a live, a premiere coming out. So
Okay.
you already get a hint. Okay, there's something coming out. There's not like some people just throw it up there and it just happens right then. And you don't know. You don't get a chance to say I want to be notified or
Right.
anything. Whereas now people can say, okay, I want to be notified for that. I want to put that in my watch later list. It gives
Yeah.
them a chance. And then
Mhm,
with that premiere, you can set it up where you give yourself a certain amount of time. Sometimes
Mhm.
if I like I think earlier today, I saw
Mhm.
Miss T still going. I was like, I got 11 o'clock premiere. I would go in there and change the premiere to come on and give me like a 3-4 minute time
Yeah.
start. because then it gives people a chance to get finished whatever they're doing and come into my live. I'm in my premiere.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn more about how to do that. Then
Also, you can do lives as long as you want to, except for 24 hours. We have done that, but
does they kick you off at the 20? Because so did Barry.
they
Barry
don't
did
kick
one.
you off. It's just that it won't be online. It disappears.
Oh, got it. They
So
won't post
the
it.
second time, one of the other podcasts I participated in did a 24-hour live stream. It was you did 12. You got off, and then you got back on immediately to do another 12.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always got good ideas. I've got to get myself unhidden in there. I got hit with a lead farmer day where he just was like not taking nonsense about him and his daughter were cutting down a tree. And I'm the daughter of a handyman, and she had no protection on. He had protection, but she had nothing really.
Mm.
And of course, I opened my mouth and said something. And as soon as I did, it's in the video, like, don't be bothering us about her not having, safety stuff. We're at least out here doing it. And I'm like,
Oopsie.
oops, it's there. I should have just, got rid of it. But of course I didn't. I was busy that day and left
Now,
it
usually he'll say, so and so, don't be doing that.
Yeah, he usually does a
Don't
warning.
say
I think
that.
it was
And then he'll delete it.
Yeah, I wasn't in the live. I was watching. It was a comment. I made a comment.
That's what I'm saying though. He does read the chat.
Yeah.
If he's looking at it, and then he'll say, so and so, don't do that. Don't say that, and he'll remove the comment.
Sometimes they don't get a warning though. Sometimes he'll just, I'm not putting up with that today.
But I have seen him put them in their place. I've seen,
Oh yeah, I love that about Led. Yeah.
Love
that about him.
Sometimes you have to admit, because like sometimes the chats be going by so fast.
Yes.
And you notice that one thing that you like, why did you say that? And then it's like you have the choice in the moment, which I have honestly sometimes been like, okay, you said something outrageously buttholy, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then there's sometimes where I'm like, you said something so outrageous, I have to give you a response. And I have literally sometimes even like doing this have been sick with an avatar and had to come on camera and be like, you went too far with that. Like, why did you say that? Now I gotta time you out or block you because of something you said.
Yeah.
Like you have to spank their hand like a little kid and send them
right. Yeah, with certain things that they come in all random, and like I had one troll come in that was like, what do you like to wipe your butt with?
Oh yeah, I've gotten that on 2 or 3 channels I run.
Yeah,
and
I'm like, bye. Like, let me know you're a troll without letting me know you're a troll. Yeah,
it's good to have like Nightbot, but if you got YouTube, there are certain words that you can block yourself.
Yes.
And so
I think that happened to me when I tried to mess with Nightbot, and then he was hidden for a very long time. Like for me, I would go in other people's chats and couldn't see their Nightbot.
Yeah.
Or use it.
Yeah. Well, I think so. On my Nightbot, I have everything shut off, and I just have it where I'm doing the little times, where it gives the timestamp to, throw up the name. Like the video, buy a t-shirt, but I don't have it where it's like if someone comes and presses too many emojis, we're all here and I've got enough people wrenched that they'll be able to go delete, if it's something inappropriate, right?
Yeah.
And so I do like my Nightbot, and it was Miss T. She actually emailed me over the link because it was like I was trying to read it to figure out and understand.
Oh no, that's
So she just sent me and she goes, "It's this," and so I just put in my own name and went done. Like she just has MST, But
Mm.
the thing is that it's too easy to write just diva, and then you know, if you go, hey diva, up comes your thing, hey diva.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I have hashtag diva.
Got it. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I think it's
Yeah.
exclamation G Quad over on her channel. And so when I had to walk it through with her, she was
Yeah.
like, I gotta put all of this in. And I was like, copy, paste. I'm gonna send you this whole
Mm.
thing and we're gonna do that. Because I was controlling her channel. I rolled through the comments naturally. But
Yeah.
for other people, it's like, hey, I want people to drop their link. I want to be able to do other stuff. I know I'm sifting some soil in them. You
Mhm.
can use Nightbot to find out the weather in your area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
is cool. How do you do
no jokes
that?
and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add those. I just went, you know what? This is enough for me. This is all I want, you know,
Mhm.
to have it list up, and I can turn them on and turn them off. But it's like all the other
Yeah.
things I went, no, I'm not going to go there because it's enough for
Yeah.
me. I was just at the time learning StreamYard and
Mhm.
I've
at the
seen
same
Nightbot
time.
act up so bad where
Mhm.
I personally
Yep.
cannot put Nightbot on my channel.
Yeah.
I don't tell people not to do it. I'm like, great, do it. But
Yeah.
for me, I have been in lives.
Me
I
too.
don't know
Both.
if you all have heard, but they used to have they might do it again. This thing called the hype again, where we all get together, people
Mhm.
sign up, and you have, I think, like an hour or less than an hour to a block where you present your channel and
Mhm.
people go from live to live to live from a 12 to
Mhm.
24-hour period. And
Wow.
I did it with somebody's channel I was running at the time.
Yeah.
And it's like hundreds of people at one time running your chat. And you have to keep up with it. You're trying to throw up comments. And so
Wow.
for me, it was like, okay, I can do this. Whereas Nightbot would have been like, here, there, everywhere, everybody got to go. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, let's just do this. So it was easier for me to pop up the comment. Because we had about, I think, like 20, 30 comments before the live even started. So
Wow.
it was like,
Wow.
people, because that's that people's way of getting, at the time they were doing it to get people to get to know other channels.
Yeah.
You introduce yourself, do
Yeah.
whatever you do on your channel, and all these new eyes were subscribing to your channel.
I love that idea. I think that's a
Mhm.
great idea for sure. I would love to do that if they do it again. Yeah, I love Mona too. She's so like real.
Mhm.
She's so real. I love like just yeah. Anytime I'm in a chat with her, I just really enjoy her up on the panel. Um, when is her like her live? I don't know if I have a pen.
They always are at like 11, 12 o'clock. I think they might be on right now.
Are they on now? Because we could
Let me see.
do a raid over to their channel if they are. Because I'm hitting 3 hours in just a few seconds. But I wanted to put up my daddy's picture since he's in heaven. He's celebrating Father's Day. That was my dad in his 80s helping me with this house. Yeah, he was a great, great daddy. That was him at his old place in Boca, actually trying to grow bananas himself. And that's one of the things that I grow. So I found that interesting when I found that picture among all the things that came out of storage for my mom. That would stress you out to follow something like that. Oh, awesome. Welcome in, a brother of a certain
Yeah,
age.
so it's like what you do is that each person you would know the lineup at the beginning of the day. So it's like if South Florida was doing it, she would
Yeah.
hand it over at the end and drop the link so you can go to the next channel. And so it was just kind of like crowd surfing and getting to know people. That's how I ended up
Yeah.
finding out about uh Toy's Brain and Big Rooster and Unbiased,
Oh,
because
wow.
they
Uh-huh.
were all of the one who were ahead of it. And so I was just meeting all these new people. And then in the chats, everybody was talking and going to everybody's channel. So it was such a community to get to know each other and to see what everybody does. Salon Diva, I just learned about all these people through that little hype again.
Yeah, I would love to do like something like that if I could work it out with my schedule. That's the only thing with my son and my husband and my daughter. Just finding time to do it. I'm trying to find what the heck. I'm
And I
trying to find Mona's. They're live, but
now it's they not on. It says she's gonna be on the 17th at like 12.
oh, okay. Oh, dang, those
You
booty.
taking some time off?
Okay, yeah. I don't see the one that she's got set up though. Where did you see that on her live page?
Yeah, when you tap her
Yeah, I
thing,
see
go
'em.
to live.
Wow. Yeah, she's got quite a few set up. I see. I don't know how to stack them even in StreamYard like that.
Well, in StreamYard, all you do is set them up, set the date, and put the thumbnail on, and you can do that multiple. Like I've done
Okay.
it recently when I first got sick. I
Mm-hmm.
literally just started all the things I knew that they were gonna do, like shows that they were gonna cover. I
Yes.
just automatically did them for like 3 weeks straight.
Oh wow. That was really nice. I can't. Why do you never have a pen when you want one? Let me take a. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and hopefully remember it's in my camera. Thank you, my Renaissance grandma.
I love my Renaissance grandma. She's always on time with everything.
Good luck
Right?
with that, Carol.
I just adore her. She's so sweet and so special in the community. So good to us. Always sharing people out and everything. I got it. All right. I know. Oh, cool. That's right. I have seen you, I think, on that live. Yeah. Is it with FR Humphrey that she does live or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because we got two, like Felicia, Faye, and I was like, I know.
Well, I think that's her real name. And so
Okay. Got it. What lingo for you? Oh, funny. Everybody's got to go potty. It's just normal. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have been. GT actually let me know about that. And hey, chief of staff, what's up? In real life, social lives are like medical insurance for pain. You need it, but can't. Right. I am so with you on that right now. Yep. I need that interaction. We need that support in the community, but it's very hard to also give it out if somebody needs it. And yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, most of the times if nobody says anything, people don't know. I know I go to Tuber Chat, Miss
Mm,
T with the T, and
yeah.
if somebody says they need their playlist run, you have people like myself, my friend Ruby, Ruby Spot. When you
Mm,
tell us you got a playlist to be ran because you're trying to get hours, we don't mind turning on.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
Eight,
I
9
don't.
devices. I don't mind turning on this
Wow. You're
go and
awesome.
let it run, hit a like, hit a comment to kind of keep your hours going.
Yeah. And that's what we were having. I'm having the issue with. I'll go live, and these last two lives, they've taken a few hours off my hours right after I go live. I'm like, come on now. I saw that.
Sometimes people are
Weird.
in the bushes and then they'll give it back to you. I know, I think with Auntie Ella one time,
Mhm.
they took like 20, 30 people and they end up giving them back plus some more. And so it's like
Okay.
they're just combing through at this point
Yeah.
because they know people are trying to find a cheat sheet to get to where they need to be at.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is the AI is starting to recognize that we're using playlists. And it's like, well, you started the playlist thing, YouTube. But
Also, I tell people to avoid from getting in trouble, you can't do the S for S word. You can say, "Can you come to my house and I come to your house?"
I like that.
And then that's just
Yeah.
about it.
That's
That's a great
good.
one. I visited your house. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and
come to
if you
mine.
want to know what YouTube has got, what they're changing,
Yeah.
they put it out on their YouTube page. Like
Yeah.
they'll put new things. If something is messed up for the day, like the other day, the likes, when you hit it, it would
Okay.
just disappear. They put up that they were working on that. I try to share it out every time I see. But they
Oh,
put up all their information on their community tab, or they'll put a video out about the new changes they made.
Wow, you're like,
wow.
I don't even check on that. Where is that? That's in our studio where they
And
do
no, it's
that?
on YouTube. It's just a YouTube channel called YouTube.
Oh, okay. It's their own channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm a
But they do put things out in the studio as well. There will be little
like
um
notation somewhere.
yeah, like they'll do some things like, hey, now that you're there, you could also do this, and here's the insiders thing. And I think the last one was that they did have some difficulties. It wasn't about the because actually I think today was the first time
Thank
that
you. How did
um
you know? I needed more.
I think there was a today was the first day that when I go to click the heart and the like, because
Mhm.
it would just it gray out, but I could still touch them and they would come up, but there was a graying. Today was the first day halfway through the day where it stopped.
Oh, wow. That's so crazy. I know
Mhm.
you can use them for a lot of stuff. I've got
Yeah,
a
it's not
bunch.
like, hey, that's not a bad thing.
Right, as a gardener, it's not a bad thing, actually, but I have ones on my counter I need to peel and freeze, so I actually had a great pile of kitchen scrap that I was going to dig into my elevated bed and drop it down in there, and then we got all the pouring rain, and it started to
Mm,
rot in my house.
mm,
I
mhm.
was so mad. I was like,
Go put it in a bucket with a lid, put some water on it.
"No," because then I forget, and then it becomes lethal. No.
Oh, then it's so delicious. I have I
Bad, bad.
planted one of my squashes out in my grow bag in the front here.
Mhm.
Um, on Friday, it's about this long.
Yeah.
Sunday, put my poo poo juice on it, and then went out on Tuesday. It was now like, and the grow bags are fairly deep. It's now hit the ground and gone. And it's
Mhm.
just like, and then I went out, I think a day or two later, already got fruit on it. And it made
Wow.
such
Just
a
from the
difference
just poo-poo
from the
juice, huh?
poo-poo
Wow.
juice. But banana poo-poo juice is
Oh, yeah,
so
it's
good.
awesome. I've used it before, but I just don't let it rot down a lot anymore because I forget. If I don't see that bucket there, I forget it's there, and I've done that before. I put
Mhm,
it in a place where I wasn't seeing it every time I went out.
mhm.
Possible tons of potassium, gobble up nitrogen like nobody's business. Yeah. Yeah, I love my bananas. I think they're great, especially the rotting ones in the ground, or I'm not really big on the poo-poo juice because I know it's great and I've made it before, but it's it's that
Oh.
smell. What's weird is I can handle fish emulsion fine. I live in Florida.
Mm,
There's a
mm,
faint when you're at the beach, there's that faint smell like that
mhm.
when you're near the boardwalk where they're fishing.
Seaweed, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it depends on, like, when I go off island and I'm heading into Vancouver, if it's low tide, it's just really rank. But when I go to the ocean here, yes, there's that kinda seaweed, saltiness that you smell it. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't have a chicken yard. I had a banana pit, and there's a very old video that says ducks do what? The ducks came after and dug out my little banana pups by their roots and were eating the roots. And the little bananas were falling
No.
into my yeah, the little bananas were falling into my permaculture pit. I couldn't at first figure out why my pups were in the pit every time I came outside.
Uh-huh.
Then I saw a bunch of ducks nearby, and then went in the house and watched them from in the house. I was like, "You, it's you."
Little
No,
turds, is
thanks.
that what you always call
Yeah,
them?
they are more turds, more turds. Lizards are the turds.
It's worse than just brine shrimp up here. It's not, because it is where we actually dock, the
Mm,
ships, and also
yeah,
the carrier ships are all there. So there's a lot of oil, there's a lot of, probably
yikes.
sewage and everything. Like, it
Ew.
mostly
Mostly
smells more like sewage,
from
not
the
just
ship
seaweed.
dumping. Like there's stuff
Possibly. I
Ew,
don't know.
that's
It just, yeah, low tide. It's like, whoa, drive
Yeah.
faster, drive faster.
What's
Mhm.
funny is it has, to me, like the fish emulsion, the 511 has like a sweet fish smell. Like I can smell like they maybe put molasses in it or something, and I don't even know if that's there, but that's what it smells like to me. Like they added a little molasses to the fishiness. Not great when you open up the thing. I'm just talking about like a little whiff. I'm not like up in it. Oh, beach. This sounds like the going fishing. Good memories.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Dolores. Thank you so much, honey, for coming up.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Mom.
Anytime.
Thank
Anytime.
you.
We appreciate you. I'll be over to your house to visit you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
You know, I'm
Yes, happy
always be at y'all house. I always drop in. I always be in the bushes looking.
I appreciate it so much, Dolores.
Thanks so
Really
much.
do. Have a good night and enjoy your birthday.
Good night, Dolores.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. That's horrible. No rotten bananas. Be nice.
Did you know that outer space has a smell?
No.
How did they find that out? They can't breathe in outer space.
No, but I don't know. It would. I don't know if we have all night to explain that. even I don't quite get it. But it smells like burnt steak.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
it smells like burnt steak.
Wait, what?
Like, first of all, who the hell burns a steak?
Oh, I like it. I like it a little charred on the edges
Well,
sometimes
yeah.
off the grill.
Yeah.
But not
Well,
completely.
and you can
not burnt.
accidentally burn a steak.
Yeah,
You know,
that
it could be
happens.
like, something happened with kids,
like
and so
that.
you're dealing with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I am going to actually have to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it. I'm starting to do the thing where I'm actually asleep, but my eyes are open. Yeah, exactly. Oh, all right, guys. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We really appreciate you. Tomorrow night it's over at Diva in the Dirts at 10 Eastern. I always have to think about it for some reason.
7 o'clock Pacific Standard for us that are still early in the day.
Yeah, lucky you.
It's early yet.
And
That's right.
over at
Sure.
what? We're over at Storms Radios and Cats on Sunday night at 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
And yeah, right? Okay. Good night,
Yep.
everybody. Thank you for coming
night.
in. Appreciate you.
Good
See you
night,
in the
Thank you
y'all.
so much. Oh, GT's still there in the background. Bless you, GT. Missed you up on panel tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I know that you're over Miss T's and you're not just a typical troll. So all right. Have a good night, everybody. God bless.
Yeah.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.